Do I?
But I couldn't believe it was really like 50-50 Oilers Calgary.
Is that right?
Yeah. Did you hear the chants at all from the crowd?
No, because that was too early in the game.
Yeah, towards the end, it was like, let's go Oilers, and the Calgary people go Oilers suck.
Really?
And it was so loud. It was like probably like over 115 decibels.
Jared, your phone fell down.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
Hola, senor.
How long does the fan run for?
It should be about a minute and 30.
Should be
So it'll be good.
Trying to.
invite me.
I'm trying.
I don't remember how to be invited.
Jared, help.
Hold on. I'm having a predicament
I'm in it.
to win it.
Are ya? Okay, so we're good then.
No, we're not good.
Oh.
I'm watching it.
There it goes.
He's got to invite me somehow.
You think that we've figured this out yet, but we haven't.
You think so?
And we probably won't ever.
Whoop. Can I not refresh the screen?
Yeah, that phone may need to be plugged in.
It only says there's one viewer.
Which is me.
No, Kylie.
Is it Kylie?
That's what it says.
So you're out then.
Go out and then come back in.
I'll go out and then I'll come back in.
Maybe turn it off, turn it back on again.
That phone may need to be plugged in because it's not very.
Yeah, it's at 35.
Okay, I'm in.
You're in. Oh, there we go.
Beyond me. I don't understand it.
How do I invite?
Can I hit join?
Yeah, hit join.
I'll hit join. I'm hitting join. Go live. Live. Am I live?
I invitation has been sent.
Where did it go? Confirm my age for live.
Invite.
You think we'd figure this out?
No, we're never going to. It's impossible for things to make sense.
I invited Dino dot no breaks 383.
Yeah, that's me.
Invite.
Why would... There it goes. It's going.
There it goes.
There we go. Okay.
Make sure you got
Hold
the
on.
right camera. That's going to be the big thing.
And mute that one too.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could do that, too.
Or we could mute this one and then get better audio from that one.
That's what I want to do.
Let's see
Yeah?
if we can. We tried before and we couldn't figure it out. Go figure.
Mute microphone. My microphone.
Okay.
You just got to probably turn the volume on that phone down so that it doesn't make a lot of noise.
Okay, let us know what the...
What's the password?
1946.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, just turn the volume right down. And I think obviously if we can hear it on that end, it's working. So
Where's the volume button on this thing? I don't use iPhones.
It's on the side.
Oh, right there.
yeah, just make sure it doesn't get crimped in or else that causes problems.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Sorry, people.
Is there people?
There's about 4 people.
Really?
Okay. Does that look good on there?
Looks fine.
Yeah, as long as we're heard. You know,
Okay.
we're only 3 minutes late starting this time.
Well,
so.
we started on the right time. It's just
Hey,
lots of malfunctions.
take it away.
Okay. So, there's only 2 people watching now. Welcome to That's a Good Unit. Our channel is called Rough Road Revivals. We're on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and that. What we do basically is we go on Facebook Marketplace and we look at vehicles on Facebook Marketplace and we judge and rate them. We got a camera facing the computer so you can see, and you can see us, of course, but you can see the vehicles on the marketplace that we're looking at. After the computer updates,
No, that was quick.
oh, that was quick.
That was
You can comment and you can say whatever you want about the vehicle we're looking at. You can even ask us questions as long as they're within reason and nothing too gross or perverted or anything like that. Jared's holding a horn. I'm
Whoop.
Dino. That's Jared. That's Phil. So any questions, let us know.
Be really nice if it would load. There we go.
There we are.
Okay. We ready to roll or what? I can actually talk this time, so that's going to be a lot easier than before.
Well, we only got one person watching, so
That's okay. We're here.
we're here.
Yeah, so with the new
We're
format, obviously it has changed a little bit in light of last time we had an error with the computer dying and not having the cord, so that we switched to the last bit of just talking and making conversation about random topics. And I think we're going to continue that trend. We'll do an hour of Facebook and then an hour of just random talking. Okay, let's begin. What looks good today? Today's picks.
What
Okay.
about the toaster?
Okay, 08 Econoline 150, $1,500 in Foothills County. Now, it's a little rusty. You don't see those wrought out quite that bad typically.
Whoop.
That was definitely a work unit. I do love the bumpers they put on even the newer Econolines. They're still straight out of the 90s Fords.
Well, it's so nice having a step there with when you're in and out of there so often.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
My truck is horrendous.
Yeah, this is the 6.4 era front end that they put on these. What engine does it have? 5.4. That's nice.
Oof.
08 Econoline 150, 8-bolt wheels, 5.4 runs and drives. Rusty dash doesn't work. Where have I seen that before on
Rusty
one of those?
dash doesn't work.
About 350 kilometers last week saw. Rough condition. Selling for a friend.
How much are they asking?
$1,500
Oh,
bucks.
frick.
I don't know. The 5.4s have never been really good engines, especially that era.
The 3-valve, no good.
No good. I have some at work. You turn them on and they go blah, 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 blah,
Every time.
every time, and then once they build oil pressure, it goes away. I mean, $1,500, maybe.
It's set up a little bit with shelves.
I do like those shelves.
And the roof rack is cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm starting a cheap business for maybe, I don't know, small mechanical, electrical, or something like that, it'd be kind of a contender. If I'm just starting out,
You can fit a nice tire machine back there,
yeah,
I'm sure.
you can fit a tire machine back there. Start a tire business.
It's even got parking sensors. It was top of the line.
But at the same time, is it worth risking if you're buying it for a business, having it so cheap, and then you buy it, then you're out of a van a week later?
That depends what kind of industry you're in. If you are a mechanic with a mechanic van, I think you're in luck.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, honestly, though, just to start out, it's something to get you by. But it's very hard to find any van these days for a decent price
Oh,
or
man,
even a
they're
not
so
decent price.
expensive.
Yeah.
Whether it's a van like this or a minivan that hasn't been granolified with a weird bed situation in the
Yeah.
back that you don't know where it's been. This one's nice. It's a dirty unit, good for work. $1,500. I would buy it for sure. I think that it definitely has a purpose.
Good
For
unit.
sure. Good unit.
I think it's a good unit.
Good unit. Decent unit.
Yeah.
Oh, Forerunner.
There we go.
It's a 1990 Toyota 4Runner. It's $3,500 and it's in Calgary. Let's see what we got here. Looks like it's in half decent shape.
Yeah, it looks cleaner
considering.
than mine, I'll tell you that.
That guy can't park very well, though.
No.
He's got a nice
Wait.
tire carrier on there.
Yeah.
3 leaker. A little bit of body damage up front there.
It's not like he has a headlight housing on that side either.
Well, it's a sealed beam.
No, I mean like the
The bezel.
bezel, sorry,
Yeah.
not housing.
Good thing with sealed beam, they're glass. They're pretty hard to manipulate like that. Can't see the K yet. Those seats are in pretty freaking good
Like,
shape.
I'd pay $3,500 for those seats.
Yeah, look at
this
that.
point.
Eh?
They're not even stained.
No.
That's surprising.
That's
They had
surprising.
very big moisture problems.
Yes.
Runs amazing, mechanically sound, interiors in great condition, body needs work, 280,000. Transmission and transfer case are rebuilt, LED lights, water pump, timing belts, Bluetooth, speakers, new Nokian tires, 3110 and a half. So that's what you want on one of those. You can go bigger if you want, but that's just perfect if you're going to be cruising around town a little bit too. Good frame, only surface rust. Cracking paint and Bondo on the exterior. Exhaust leak.
Body's good. Cracking paint and Bondo.
Yeah, that's a double negative.
That's a double negative.
The exhaust leak, that's no big deal. I think every 90s Toyota is loud.
Yes.
Slight dent. Needs a driver fender. Needs a grill. Needs a hood. Power mirror's not working. $3,500 and it's got a good frame right there, and it runs and drives. I think is probably worth the money. For what it is. You know, it's hard to find any Toyota that has a box frame that hasn't rotted right out. And it's, 3 liters, not a great motor, but 280 is still relatively low in the Toyota world. So I think
a 3
it's,
liter though.
well, yeah, he doesn't say he's redone. Well, he's done the timing belts, but he doesn't specified any other
The
engine
thing I don't
work.
like is the automatic.
Oh, it's an automatic. I
Yeah.
didn't see
It's an
that.
automatic.
Allegedly, we didn't actually look in the pictures to see for sure, because
Well, he
sometimes
says
people
it
are
twice.
strange.
He says it twice.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
got the
an
weird
auto.
pistol
Those
grip
autos
shifter.
are horrible.
That's why he's rebuilt it, I suppose. But $3,500. The automatic changes things a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's probably still worth the money because it's got a good frame.
Yeah,
I'd offer him $2,750.
Yeah,
that's a decent price.
I think that it's probably considered an okay unit,
That would be good if I took mine in that one and just
an agglomeration.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every single one of my vehicles is an agglomeration.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
I've seen this thing around a bit, hey? So this is
Is that an old ambulance?
Not quite.
Not quite.
So this is a 1989 Ford F350. It's $9,900 and it's in West Kelowna. Now this is quite an interesting piece, actually. It was a fire department vehicle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Kitimat Fire Department.
So for first aid.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's got the radio delete from the factory, which is something that I thought was very interesting when I first looked.
I kind of like that.
And it's four-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive ambulance, 7.3 liter IDI, non-turbo, or maybe they put a turbo on it, with a kingpin front end.
Yeah. Not a whole, like, they're always going to go in the same spot.
Oh,
And you can
always
buy a
go.
fender,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, they're cheap.
It's an auto, but that's no problem to put a manual in something like this.
No, you just cut a hole in the floor.
Well, it's already got that panel thing.
Yeah.
You just chop a little groove and a little pass through there. It's interesting. It's based on a truck as opposed to a van.
So it is a non-turbo.
I bet you the reason they did that is because they wanted the four-wheel drive capabilities.
Probably.
100%. Well, if they're doing like SNR and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was 4-wheel drive vans. They have been converted.
Yeah.
There was a version of a 4-wheel drive van with an IDI, and there was also a version of this with the 6.9, which same engine, different body or different years. They were usually from the 80s to the early 90s is when they did it, but they were for like custom builds. Like you had to order them that way, and you couldn't really get them as a off the lot thing. You had to order them, they had to build it for you.
Yeah. That's... Whereas you could just go walk in and buy
Or,
an
yeah, you
incomplete
could just-
vehicle that
Walk in and buy a cabin chassis and throw a box on it and you're good.
Yeah.
says it runs great. 4x4, 7.3, new master cylinder, new front brake pads, good tires, oil and filter change. 30,000 kilometers, 2,000 hours of runtime.
That's pretty freaking low.
Wow.
That's honestly scary that it's that low.
It's scary that it's that
Especially
low.
on a 7.3 to see what they leak all the time, especially when something sits. It's just gonna encourage
There's
that
a little
more.
dark
So
spot under there. I can't confirm that's a leak.
Oh, that's a leak.
7.3 leak is when they sit, they're gonna leak even more.
The IDIs are bad for diesel leaks on the return lines. They would leak diesel, and every single one of them did it. You have to replace the O-rings every second year. I've done it twice on my truck, and I've owned it for 4 years. But the rear main seal leaks a lot too, and the front does sometimes. But if you keep up with your maintenance, and then it's fine. But every 7.3 I've owned leaks.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Best thing to do is just pressure wash the oil off and pretend it's not there for a week, and then pressure wash it off again.
Yeah. He says he thinks it'd be good for a trade, which is true. A lot of room to work in the back of this thing.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere with it.
I'd use that for sure.
Keys missing for the locks on the compartments in the back, which is kind of not ideal, but
Nothing an angle
whatever.
grinder can't fix.
Yeah. And,
Well, you need a drill for that one.
yeah. And rust damage on the fender that we've seen. So for that price,
It's reasonable for the K.
it's reasonable for sure. It's not like he's completely out of line asking such a price because of how low K it is and overall how clean it is with the potential and the fact that it is 4-wheel drive.
Yeah. 4-wheel drive Kingpin.
So I do believe that's a good unit.
That's
That's
a
a very
good
good
unit.
unit.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys in the comment, or you viewers
Chat.
in the chat can also comment and say if you like it or not. And just let us know what you think about it, and we'll tell you what we think on it, on what you say.
RT.
Here we have what they call a super fun truck for $15,599, and it's in Strathmore. So it's a 4th gen Dodge, and it's got an RT badge. I don't know if it's genuine or not. I guess we'll find out. There's a lot of RT badges. Couple sets of tires, 146, pretty low K.
Does it have the Hemi?
It would, yeah.
So it's going to have the Hemi tick.
I don't know if it's a 5.7. Well, I think it would have to be in that year. Yeah, it does an RT on the Carfax. I'll bet you that's genuine then. Love it when they put what Carfax thinks it's worth when Carfax is about the biggest joke out there.
Yep.
Yeah, single cab, and I'll bet you it's two-wheel drive. Let's read. 2011 Dodge RT rear-wheel drive. Well, everything we just wondered is right there, so we should have read, but we don't read.
I can't read.
It's coolant.
It's coolant. We don't read. That's something we'll get into later. Remind me to bring that up in the second part.
Yep, we will.
Great shape, super fun to drive. Had an inspection done with $4,000 worth of work. Ready to hit the road as winter tires. Is I want my son in a little less power for his first vehicle and something cheaper on insurance. Yeah, those things do rip pretty good considering that there's short box single cab trucks. They can move for sure. Is it worth 16?
No.
Probably not, because of the fact it is a single cab short box
Two-wheel drive.
rear wheel drive truck. And honestly, Dodge focused in these more on just the horsepower and the performance as opposed to a lot of extra features. So it really doesn't have a lot of big interior. I guess there's not great pictures. It's got the factory DVD player, I guess, but it's very basic. It looks like cloth and then the leather accenting on the seats. So I don't think it is worth quite that much, despite what Carfax says, although it is kind of cool to see.
Well, to the right person, I feel like it could be worth that much.
I'd pay more like 13 for it.
Yeah.
But it's so impractical here or even in Strathmore, Calgary. It's just not that practical as a year-round vehicle, and it's too nice to just sit for the
winter.
For the winter, exactly. So I don't think it's quite worth that much, but it is kind of interesting.
Ah,
I wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't buy it. I don't like
No
those
way.
Dodges.
Would you
Is
buy
that
it?
Well, I thought I already said
Oh.
only I'd pay a little less, but
Please, yeah.
You'd still buy it?
Yeah.
if it was cheap enough,
I mean, it's a decent unit, but I wouldn't.
I wouldn't go out of my way to own Dodge products in the first place. It's just
No.
the fact that if something is a little uncommon, I have to have it. It's a problem. But it's not necessarily worth what it is.
I think that's you on the garbage.
So
can.
we'll
gonna
consider
double
that an okay unit in my mind. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but
Come see, come saw.
I'm feeling, because I'm an old school person and I've never really been a big Dodge pickup person, especially the newer Dodge pickups. I'm gonna say I don't like it. So for me, it's a good unit. It's a nice truck, but not for me.
it's probably not mechanically. I mean, he has put $4,000 into it, but those 5.7s have a lot of problems
They have
with
a lot of
the MDS, multiple displacement system.
And electrical.
You don't want
issues
to idle.
supposedly, too.
You don't want to idle one of those, or else it'll blow up. Oh boy.
Ford Ranger.
2008 Ford Ranger FX4. It's $18,900, and it's in Kamloops.
That is ridiculous price for that.
That bumper is awful similar to what I have on my Jeep. They're a nice design. It kind of looks goofy on that Ranger.
Kind of does.
He's got some weird aftermarket headlights in it. Street tires with a lift. That's
Nice.
fun. Aftermarket tail lights.
So basically, this is a city kid trying to pimp their truck to be off-road.
Maybe.
Did you have a winch in there? I don't think so, hey?
I don't think it was just a light bar.
Yeah.
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 So there's something there. I can't really see what that is, unless it's like some weird onboard air for something that doesn't go off-road. I can't tell from here.
Maybe it has
Love
airbags.
Love these engine bays. My 97 Explorer had the exact same reservoirs in it. They didn't change anything. Oh, Knight Rider, high quality with the Slido cover. It's got a JVC screen in it. 174,000, that's pretty low.
Yeah, it's on board. Air, I
Some
guess.
Chinesian parts. Block heater. Oh, the manual. It's got an iData start, remote starter in there. Oh no, he's got a Fram filter.
No.
We don't do that here. Is it worth $18,900 for a Ranger? We haven't even read it, but I'm already thinking no. Daily driven. It is low K. Meticulously built Ranger. It's a rare find in BC, apparently. loaded with high-end upgrades, including the Chinesium frickin' air system and the Fram filter. I guess that's high-end. Built for reliability, whether driving in Kamloops or serious overland adventures. Well, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. What are you going to do in Kamloops that involves overlanding unless you go
Outside of Canada.
outside of Kamloops? Powerful 4-liter, the most desirable Ranger engine. Most powerful Ranger engine. I don't know about desirable. Wow, he's got a lot of stuff he's got to say. It's got some work done. Professional wheel alignment. I don't know what a non-professional
Yeah, I was about
wheel
to say, I sure
alignment
hope
is.
it's a professional wheel alignment.
See, I'm trying to understand why he has a air system on this truck. Just for doing tires or
And those aren't off-road tires,
air
really.
down is street tires for when it gets
Those-
I was gonna
dicey.
say air down street tires for when it gets icy.
Those look like SRAs to me. Oh, he says winter ready with the remote starter, and he's got Hankook I-Pike tires on it. So that might be what we're looking at. I can't really
They
tell.
look like Hankook.
Which, I mean, that's not a bad tire, but it...
It's not off road.
Okay, well, Somerset, he says he's got Goodyear Wrangler Territories. Now, that's like what you'd find on the new Broncos and stuff.
I never heard of that before.
That's what your dad would have had.
Someone has commented,
Ah,
and he says Phil's hog.
I wonder who that was.
I wonder who that was. Hello, Mateo. What
Yeah.
did, what did you eat tonight for dinner?
Yeah, Mateo, I'd like to know more about that picture you sent me today and why Ken looked like he was enjoying it. That's all I have to say about that.
Since we have 5 people in here, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a little of a spiel quickly. What this is called is this is called That's a Good Unit. Basically, what we do is we go on Facebook Marketplace here, look through vehicles, and rate them and give you our ideas of them and our thoughts on them. You guys are allowed to join along and ask questions and say what your thoughts are on them. Now, yeah.
Yeah, we go till 9, and then at 9 to 10, we switch to just a
Conversations.
BS between us and you guys in the comments or whatever. We'll just talk about whatever.
Mateo said he had a skillet.
Oh,
Skillet of what?
well, that's not
That's-
bad.
that's
probably,
very-
probably
that's
better
very-
than what I ate tonight for
It's
dinner.
very vague. I could have brought you some Dutch pancakes.
And then he
Oh.
says cheese and shirtless circus and Phil's unit.
Okay, well, I know what he means. That's what I'm talking about with the Ken thing, was the shirtless circus. I'll show you the picture
Oh,
later.
okay, I'll see the picture later.
Okay, what do we think? I think it's not worth the money.
No.
It's not worth the money.
But
I
it's-
like the truck, but not worth the money.
Mhm.
I'd pay maybe 10 for it.
Rangers people think they're worth a lot because they're rare and they're very
They're-
desirable.
They're becoming
And
the new
because
Tacoma.
of the memes.
Yeah.
I would buy a rough condition Ranger, and they're so easy to get parts for and fix
Yeah.
up. I would just rather do that and build. I like to build things my way so that I know the way it was done
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah,
buying someone
100%.
else's basket case, I guess. So,
Yeah.
no, as cool as it is, it's not a good unit for the money.
No, not for the money. Hello, Tiana. How's it going?
How? Hello. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay, here we got a
Those are my favorite
1976 Ford F-250, $4,500, and it's in Lake Country. So this one here is an extended cab. I can't remember their official name in the 70s for the extended cab.
Extra cab.
Yeah, something like that. Who knows? It's an automatic. Looks like it's got some shag carpet. That's always good. Steering wheel's got the wood grain.
those steering wheels were kept all the way through the 80s as well,
Yeah,
until they got to the brick noses.
and then that's right. They did change them. They got the
changed it.
weird.
They had the weird this
Yeah.
way.
This one's a Ranger XLT trim, so it's actually got dash vents. That's not something you see on all of them.
No.
Even up into the 90s Dodges and Chevys, you didn't get dash vents on the base model. It was just the damper on the floor.
Yep.
Okay, what's he say? It runs, but it doesn't drive, and the fuel hose fitting is broken on the carburetor.
It runs, but it doesn't drive.
And the fuel hose fitting is broken on the carburetor. It's
all
a
we need to know.
460
That-
big block.
That's like my new favorite saying. It's fixed, but it's not working.
Yeah. The interior is pretty mint, and the seats have a couple rips in them, and there's probably a couple of skeet stains on the shag too. But 4,500. It's a 460. Pretty cool. I don't know if it's 4-wheel drive. I'm gonna say no.
And don't look like it. Pretty easy to convert, though, probably.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a shifter. No.
No, she's 2-wheel.
Is it worth 45? Maybe half of that. just considering the condition and the fact that it runs but it doesn't drive. I mean, it seems like a pretty simple solution to get it to run but not drive.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how it's running if the fuel hose fitting is broken off the carburetor.
That's why it runs, but you can't drive it.
Yeah,
You know?
double negative again.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a cool piece. I think it might be a little bit steep though.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah. I mean, those are, if I were to buy a Ford, that's the Ford I would buy. I love the grill and the round headlights.
I still
It's
prefer
just-
the 79 grill
It's
actually.
just chef's kiss. What year is that one? 76. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I prefer the dent sides more. I kind of like the dent sides. I know they're a bit more plain, but I like the grills in them.
Yeah, exactly.
that's a good unit, but maybe a bit cheaper.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
We're getting all trucks today. We need to not do all trucks. We're going to skip over some good stuff because we can't be doing trucks.
No,
All
can't,
trucks.
can't do the Dodge Dakota. That's
Oh,
$800.
Well, we might have to. Here's a Phil special. 2004 Buick Park Avenue. Okay.
Someone played Pimp My Ride on that one and put some nice low pros on it. Oh boy.
Okay, well, we got to say it's $6,800 and it's in Cardston. There we go. That's a more realistic
That's
picture
a more realistic picture.
of what it would look like in Cardston. Absolutely.
You know what? It's
Parked
actually
in a field.
really nice.
I love Buicks. They're great cars. What is with the speedometer overlay? Unless that's got a weird package, but we'll find out. It looks like it's got a Pioneer, I want to say, head unit in
Yeah.
it. It's got a radar detector up on the glass.
For
It
how
has
fast you're going in
the
that thing.
OnStar system. That's not great. I don't like it.
It's got a nice set of earbuds hanging out there.
That's good. That's
Lots
what you
of
want.
shampoo in the back seat.
Are you sure it's not lube?
Oh, it might be lube.
Look at all
Well,
those
he
lights.
drives a Buick, so it's probably lube.
Oh, look at those seats. Those look comfy.
There's like not a speck of rust on that
No,
thing.
and those
No,
they
it's in
rust
good
out.
shape.
Look at that passenger vent control on the passenger side. That's something these cars had.
It does look like Peter's old Vic.
Kinda.
Michael's talking in the chat, by the way.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Right on.
Left leg.
Yeah, so this is a supercharged 3.8 liter V6. So that makes sense why he's asking what he is.
Yeah.
Because those engines are not only like the most reliable GM motor ever made, but they're friggin' fast
They're
for what
pretty
they
quick.
are. It looks like he's got some fancy coil packs in there too. I don't know if they're Chinesium or not. I can't really tell. We'll go back to that one and we'll read
Someone
it.
definitely did play Pimp My Ride for it for a few years.
Yeah.
But you see, those are factory, those little holes. You'd think
Yeah.
they wouldn't be, but they are.
Airflow.
The newer ones, it
They did that
differentiated.
on an old Buick. They did it on like the ones in the 50s. That was a
Yeah.
style, and I guess they brought it back because they were trying to revive the 50s, but also futuristic look, and I guess they came up with that.
Well, yeah, because the newer ones, like I think it was the Lucernes in the late 2000s, they had 3 holes if it was a V6 and 4 if it was a V8.
No, yeah.
And every time I see one with 4, I'm like, 4? How many burgers for you, Rand?
What-
3? 4, Barb. 4?
Four.
Yeah.
What V8 was? Oh, you're talking about the older ones, not these ones.
No, they were newer than this.
What V8 would they have put in them?
I can't remember. We have to look it up later.
Would it be,
We'll have to look it
and it'd
up.
be rear wheel drive, I'm assuming?
No, I
If
think
somebody
it was front.
knows in the chat what engine was in what year Buick?
A 2007 Buick Lucerne, we'll say. I doubt anyone's going to know, but what was the V8 option they had in that year?
So people that can Google it, Google it.
Okay, Ultra. It's an Ultra Edition. That's why it's got all the fancy. Supercharged car, just under 150,000. No rust, 2 sets of wheels. Great on gas. I don't know about
I
that.
don't know about that.
Good windshield. AC and heater work. Only issue is the sunroof does not open. You don't probably want a 20-year-old sunroof to open, believe
No.
me. One of the front window motors are tired. Oh, both of them are tired. Same with my Buick. It's just a thing. Otherwise in fantastic shape. Upgraded coil packs, wires and plugs. Higher flowing intake. Yeah,
Higher flowing intake, so they put a hot air intake on it.
I bet you it is. There's
Yeah.
there's no better picture, I don't think, under the hood.
We can kind of tell there's like a.
It's a hot air
Yeah.
intake.
And yeah, we're gonna assume that
Michael says it was a 4.6.
a 4.6. Really?
I didn't think they had 4.6s in.
GM did a 4.6.
GM, I don't think so.
We'll have to confirm that later because I'm curious now.
Yeah, we'll
we
do
got to
that.
stay on track because we're halfway
Yeah.
through this and we've done like
we'll
4
do that on the
vehicles.
talking segment.
Yeah. Yeah, so $6,800. Me personally, if I wanted a really good, reliable car that's very comfy, that would last a long time, I would buy that in a heartbeat because they're extremely good cars. And I've always wanted a Park Avenue because they're bigger. They got way cooler features.
Yeah.
For one, they have a tack. That'd be nice. I love those cars. And the fact it's supercharged and it's that clean, I think I'd probably throw him a 6250 probably is what I'd offer for that. But he's not horribly out of line.
No, I don't-
considering
That's
the
what I
condition.
would do too. If I was looking into a family cruiser or something that I just wanted to drive an everyday, like a daily driver,
A fun daily.
a fun daily,
Sure.
it'd be that. I
Yeah.
don't know if I could drive it in the winter though, being that there's no rust, and I
Yeah.
would want to keep it alive for as long as I could.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's when I need to have a nice cruiser.
See, you got to have a Buick for the winter and a Buick for the summer.
I don't want to have 2 Buicks.
What about 3 Buicks?
See, that's
No.
okay.
We can't do that. Not right now. I think it's a good
2,
unit.
no. 3, yes.
I think it's a good enough unit. We're going to call that a good
Mhm.
unit.
It's a good unit.
Okay. We're taking a break from trucks. We can't be doing the whole trucks.
Oh yeah.
An EK. Here's a 98-99 Honda Civic CX hatch. $800 and it's in Mountain View County. Okay, where do we
What's that on
begin?
the hood? That's the real question.
I think it's a tent
a
or-
gazebo.
It's a tent.
a gazebo maybe.
Oh,
Oh boy, that's a little crusty.
Oh well, derby car.
It's almost too crusty for a derby car.
Well, you just cut the rust in it, and then they don't care.
No, they don't care about rust like that, especially at the junk runs and stuff. That's fine. He couldn't have even cleaned it out. He's got 2 years worth of fast food
So
in
this
there.
reminds me of a guy. I once met a guy that he says I had garbage in my hand, and I was parked at a parking lot, and I was on the phone holding garbage, and the guy said, "Oh, here, let me take that." And he takes this piece of garbage out of my hand, and he throws it in his bench seat. And I says, "Well, what was that for?" And he says, "Well, look at the thing. It's covered in garbage." And I open the door, and his truck has a mountain of garbage in it. And he was like, "Oh, that's fine." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, jeez.
That's.
I believe
that's nice.
it's got a screen in it. I can't 100% see.
Looks like it.
Oh, it did, but it doesn't anymore. Car was. What's that?
Is that Orange Crush or a Brewski?
I think that's a Coors.
No, that's a Snapple Spike.
Oh, it's a
That's
Snapple.
the purple one.
You know, that makes sense for a Civic.
Yeah. Well, that looks like Leighton Civic's floorboards did for a while. That's actually kind of reminiscent. Car was striped of most of its weight,
Striped?
as was gonna be a K24 swap at my dad's friend's shop. That's funny for a whole series of other reasons. And then my dad bought it, delayed it till the brakes went. Car has 226K. Now it's parked in my driveway. Please come take it. Parked last winter. Then I stole the radio for my car. Not sure what's all missing from car due to the strip.
So that's not a screen. There's just nothing
Yeah,
there.
it's the hole
Due to the stripe.
due to the stripe.
Due to the stripe.
But no rear seat support, so can't sit back there. I probably could, but would be sketch. This is the best ad we've seen yet.
Yeah,
This is incredible. $800. This guy deserves a phone call right now. I would buy that so quickly and make that a nice little. That'd be a good for a junk run at the Vulcan Derby or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Sorry, should I plug in that phone up there maybe? Just in case. It was like 35 when we started.
I would.
I would, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and if it hasn't already died yet.
What's still going?
Oh, I guess yeah. In theory,
Supposedly.
unless this one's just running the show, I don't know. how
So
it
it's still
works.
got this camera going.
I have no idea.
Why does Danny have 2 phones?
Right now,
Where did she get 2 phones from?
Is that the Is that the white charger for this one?
what do you mean?
She's holding 2 phones.
No, she's not.
Oh.
There's another phone right here. There's a lot of phones.
There's a lot of phones going on here.
There's another phone here too. It's
While
just-
we're having a phone kerfuffle, how's everybody doing tonight?
That's a lightning. That's what's a lightning.
It is, yeah.
Do we have a lightning?
It's in the house.
Lightning.
You got her?
Maybe.
I think we've agreed that this is 100% a good unit.
It's a good unit.
Best ad we've seen yet.
Yeah.
I love the honesty. Yeah. Okay, what do we have here? Here's another car.
Oh, an Uberu.
A Subaru, Moo Subaru.
Moo Subaru.
Subaru.
2003 Subaru Impreza for $500 in salmon arm.
From this view, there does not look like there's rust.
Supposedly.
It looks actually like the paint's all right. I don't know anything about Subaru motors, so we're not going to get
head
into that
gaskets.
yet. Well, yeah,
Multiple
and they
head gaskets.
Whoop! What's going on?
Whoop.
Oh, there we go. My thing that I bought the other day got marked as sold.
Oh.
Yeah. They burn oil by design and they blow head gaskets. And why people continue to buy them is beyond me.
Well, 1, they're 4-wheel drive, and 2, they sound cool, and 3, I don't know.
I suppose. Moo Subaru.
I wanted one for the longest time when I was like 15.
It depends what it is,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
usually the 15.
It depends what it is. All-wheel drive, obviously. Heated seats, 5-speed manual, less than 50,000 K on the 2.5 EJ25D swap from a 98 RS. Car has 260 on it, parting out. He's parting it out.
Oh,
I see.
Why?
It runs and drives as is, and he will sell as a whole. But if you tell him what you want for parts or make it, I see. He wants to either part it out or sell it as a whole. So what happens if he starts parting it out and then someone wants
why
to
would
buy
you
it?
want to part out a perfectly fine car?
It apparently runs and drives. I guarantee it's got head gasket problems. I wish he
probably.
said though.
You know what? It's a bit of a clown show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably terrifyingly loud because of
betcha.
we're going through this phone's mic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know though. For $500 though, that'd be an easy buy for a junk run for sure.
100%.
I don't know if you're even allowed. Well, you'd have to pull the front drive.
The car
shaft or the
beside it,
rear.
however, is very interesting looking.
It is. I wonder if
So-
that picture. No,
No,
I don't know. It may be a Mercury.
it could be a Mercury. Almost looks like an El Camino, but I'm not sure.
No, I don't think it is
No,
because
not
it's
El
got
Camino?
that stuff behind the door. The El
Okay.
Camino's didn't have that much space. Yeah, that's a good unit.
That's a
Yeah.
good unit.
We gotta plug that phone in or what?
Oh, shit. Yeah, and I've got another charger.
All right,
Whoop.
we're very organized here.
Wow, you know.
I'll take you. You can use this.
I was just gonna plug it in a few minutes here.
We'll get talking about this while Jared sorts that out.
Oh, a Thunderbird.
It's at 27%. I'll plug it in.
1965 Ford Thunderbird. It's 5,950 and it is in West Kelowna. All I have to say first off is nice color. What a great choice of color for that car.
Nice truck.
Yeah. Yeah, nice truck.
Nice truck.
Except it's a short box. But
Yeah,
yeah,
short
the
box.
white roof with that light blue is an amazing color on all the 50s and 60s
Yeah.
cars.
That was a common color on Mustangs.
And the interior,
that's cool.
It's hard to beat
See,
the light blue.
Makes me want to
I-
go to
I-
A&W and sit and
Well-
thing and get for food service.
What would you order for a drink?
Well, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Root beer.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Actually, no, we'll do this and I'll tell my story in story time. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, when we get the story time. What I want to comment about on this car is that look at the style of everything. Like back then, people they just wanted the cars to have style. Nowadays, everything is looking the same. Mind my language. I apologize.
They always tried to be different. Every model, every manufacturer, everything they tried
There
to
was-
make it
yeah,
different every year.
There was so much chrome involved, and none of it was plastic, other than some of the gauges and stuff like that. But it's just there was so much more
Character.
and look to their cars back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, look at they got rounded back seats.
No, that's two seats in the
seats
back, but you could easily fit 4.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a coach.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8. Oh, okay.
I seen him the other day.
Did you?
actually, yeah.
I saw him the other day too.
Yeah, the carpet looks pretty nice. I wonder if that wasn't redone. Oh, look at the
Oh,
trunk. Or that's a floor.
that's
Never
a floor
mind. I
pan.
thought we were looking at it from
Look
the
at the
side.
trunk.
that's a floor pan. So this guy did a bunch of rust work to this car.
Hoping it's done correctly.
Now I'm looking
Look at
at the
those-
price. This is reasonable.
It is.
It's very reasonable.
Oh, he's advertising his no-name tires that he bought. But
Nice.
when it comes to small 15s, you got to do what you got to do nowadays.
Yeah.
Passed out a province inspection early in 2023. That pretty much tells you all you need to
Yeah.
know about
Yeah.
the condition. New tires this year, new custom carpet. There we go. Registered in BC, has all the little quirks. Always giving thumbs up or honks. Well, maybe that's also because people who drive Thunderbirds are probably going like 30 on the highway.
Yeah.
That might be why they're honking. Interior's done with insulation on the ceiling and floor. Has a couple Bondo cracks. Needs someone with the time and skill to add more Bondo and a splash of paint. But the fact is, the paint is actually pretty good, at least from this.
From this picture.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of the Bondos, but you know, if you
You
have
gotta
to,
do
you
what
have
you gotta
to.
do.
Well, that was big when people were just fiberglass and Bondo just as a cheap fix. We get it on the road before my father-in-law died so he could drive it one last time. So that makes sense as to why they wanted to do it that way.
Yeah.
390 not original, unsure of my okay. It's not an original 390, unsure of mileage, basically.
So it's not slow because that is a large engine.
And yet again, we have a striped interior and replaced inner rockers and any rusted metal on the floor. All sealed up. Great Sunday driver as is.
Wednesday.
Without a question in my mind, I would buy that for
That
that
is
price.
actually a really good price for that car.
Asking 6? Is that what am I reading?
It's
that
basically
Yeah.
6, yeah.
Wow.
Without a question, that's worth 6, even if you have to do a bit of body work. And we're assuming that all the metal work on the floors and stuff was done correctly.
Like the seats are mint, everything is mint. That's a reasonable price for that. If I didn't have enough cars already, I would go buy that.
That is definitely like not a muscle car per se. It's a
cruiser.
custom luxury vehicle.
It's a 50s cruiser.
That is a good unit. Absolutely worth the money.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're not going down the Ranger Road in Kamloops again because there's another overpriced one in Kamloops.
In Kamloops. Kamloops has a lot of Rangers.
There's
Oh, we got a BMW.
1980 BMW 320i. It's $1,500 and it's in Coaldale.
It's definitely Alberta.
Steve Harrington special.
Yeah, literally.
You know, I quite like the looks of these with the tiny little grill. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a
Hog.
yeah, literally. And it doesn't appear to be that rusty compared to how these cars got overall.
There's some on the bottom of like by the bumper there.
I
and the
seen
rear
that.
Fenders
Yeah,
on
the
other
fenders
side.
there was a little bit. I'm looking more at the rockers. I'm not seeing much. The
Oh,
seats
she's
are
a manual.
Man,
the
wow.
seats are a little bit ripped, but I've seen way worse on these cars. The interior overall doesn't seem terrible. It's workable. Reupholster the seats. We got to hear it.
Why does it sound like a diesel?
Well, it might be. Never know.
That might be a diesel.
Doesn't say. It's in running condition and is drivable. 394,000 K.
Holy moly.
I don't know if a
Oh.
gas motor would
So
make it that for the
that,
BMW.
that might
made.
be the gas motor sounding like a diesel.
Because it's almost 400,000.
Get the name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for $1,500 though, that's a really good project for someone who wants a little Beamer, because those are the good ones. That's
Yeah.
before they completely got destroyed and make no sense.
Paint it with an axe, prep it with a broom. Likes BMW.
I was gonna say he does for
and
sure.
$1,500 is not a bad deal for that.
If it was closer and I had room for another basket case, I'd buy it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to kind of like
Yeah.
not let's say like fix and be like make it a driver.
Yeah, make it
for
a driver.
sure.
It's not far on the inside either.
Yeah.
Like they say, it runs and drives. There's obviously going to be problems, but
I've seen worse seats.
and it's a manual. That's the thing. I really like that. Yeah, but the tack goes to 8. It ain't a diesel.
No, not a diesel.
Okay, well either way, I'd buy it. That's
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. I like how the hood's open on those two.
The bonnet.
Yeah, the
The
bonnet.
bonnet. The bonnet.
You're like, how'd you say bonnet in German?
The bonnet and the hood.
Bonnet.
Get out of my house.
Yeah, that.
While we're on looking for another car, I'm just going to do a spiel here. This is called That's a Good Unit. What we do is we look at vehicles on Marketplace, and I've said this many times before, but we rate and we think about them, and we just give them our opinion. And you guys in the chat can join along, and you can say your opinion on the vehicles we're looking at too. Let us know what you think. You can even ask us just random questions about anything, as long as it's within reasonable terms and is like polite and nothing perverted. We're gonna be talking only at about 9 o'clock, and we'll talk for an hour about just random stuff, what's going on and what we're doing on our YouTube channel and stuff like that. But anyways, back to the marketplace.
Back to the trucks.
Oh,
1999 Dodge 1500 for $10,500. It's in Wetaskiwin County. So we got a single cab, second gen Dodge.
yeah, no back seats, no accidents.
It's that's right. Well, that you never know. I
Does it
mean,
come with
it's a
the
bench
cat?
seat. Hopefully,
That'd be a good deal.
got purple front clip that fades in flame into the white. Now, if that's actually a paint job, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my style, but it's quite an art form to do things like that.
Like airbrush it.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
150,000. That's pretty low.
That's pretty low.
When we see the dash, that'll be the real factor.
Yep. Is it shattered?
Well, those seats look nice.
Seats are good.
Mhm.
Can't compare.
It looks pretty.
It looks
Oh!
decent.
I mean, he doesn't.
He's trying to avoid the dash.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I don't know. No, you can find some really clean second gen Dodges, and they're still gonna have broken dashes.
Whoop.
1999 Dodge 1500. This truck has been parked in the barn for 16 years. So if that paint job is that old, it's almost 100% either airbrushed on
Or
it
very
was-
well kept.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just brought it out in December and got it running again. Runs and drives good. Replace a number of parts, fuel tank, and pump. I don't know why you'd have to do the tank when it's a plastic tank, but whatever. The pump maybe. Belt tensioner, one new injector, spark plugs, and a number of other parts. It does have a little body damage. Not bad though. 10.5.
I wonder how much plays in the steering.
Yeah, it's another one too.
Well, yeah, it's a Dodge. I don't know.
These were solid axle in the front.
Yeah.
Is it 4-wheel or
1500s.
2-wheel?
It looks like it's.
Yeah, we can't. There's no locking hubs on these, so we can't tell by that.
You know by the shifter on the floor.
If it shows it.
Oh yeah, she's 4-wheel.
Yeah, that's good to see. So for what it is, it's probably worth decent money because how clean it is. It's been parked for so long. It's been gone through, and it's got that funky paint job that some raisin would be all over.
Yeah.
The thing is with these kind of trucks, they're not, the gas ones are not as big of a show as the diesel
Yeah,
ones
no.
right now. The diesel ones are the ones that are worth a lot. And guys, I think, seem to mix that up with that kind of truck in the diesel ones, thinking that they can make more money off of the gas ones compared to the diesel ones.
Yeah.
My opinion, this thing is in good shape. I would probably do only 5 for it, being that if it was still like in an F-150 from the 90s or something, you would want only $5,000 for a truck that's in really good shape. But for a diesel, you'd want 10 grand or 20 grand, depending on what kind of shape it's in. So I would say probably 5 or to 7,000
Yeah,
for
I
that
was
one.
leaning towards 65.7 for sure. We
Yeah.
don't actually know what motor it has. It could be a 5. I was trying to say 3.2 and 5 point whatever. I'm screwing myself up.
32.
A 5.2 Magnum is
Like,
what I was trying to
yeah.
say. A 318. We don't know if it's a 318 or if it's a 360. Being a 1500, there's a good chance that it's only a 318,
Yeah.
but it could still be a
Yeah.
360. Now that thing would haul as a single cab, short box with a 360.
With the 360.
I had a 360 back in the day.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Oh man,
But,
it drank a lot of fuel.
yeah. We have a 360 in the Javelin, and it's a different engine completely, but it burns fuel just as bad as a 360 Dodge.
My truck has one too.
Yeah, and well, you don't even know how much fuel it burns because it hasn't moved in 10 years.
Also diesels when it runs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a gas at diesels.
that's always what you want.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's okay. This is a decent unit, but I don't think it's worth the price, and I wouldn't personally own it.
no,
No, me either.
no.
Got time for a couple more here. We'll see what we got. Okay, here we go.
I was waiting for you to click on that one.
We have a friend that has one of these.
2003 Ford Mustang, $1,800, and it's in Kent. Now, a thing I like about the Mustang in this new Edge configuration versus my S197 is that they almost all the GTs had a hood scoop,
Yeah,
whereas and it's real. Whereas mine has nothing like that from the factory, no matter what you do. I don't care for the wheels. That was a factory option. I much prefer the ones that Leighton has or the ones that I put on that are similar.
it's a V6.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is too.
Oh.
So that hood can't be original then.
No, it's not original
That
door.
door
either.
doesn't
No,
look
the
original,
door
no.
certainly isn't original.
Although
there's a good dent on the
that's a
bumper,
good
too.
dent. Although I was gonna say it's in
Oh.
good shape, other than the dent on the bumper.
That's all bumper too, so that's
Yeah.
easy enough to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole bumper buckled. That'll happen. I don't love that.
Is that frame?
Well, it's subframe. There's not
Ah.
really a frame.
Unibody.
I don't love that though.
No,
Like the
I-
cracking.
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
And for being on the coast, it's kind of interesting. The interior is quite nice.
It's very nice, actually.
These were such cheaply made interiors,
interiors.
and the seats are just not all there. Automatic. The back seats, I think his headliner sags just about as bad as every other one I've seen. I gotta
That
wait
was a
till
'90s and 2000s thing.
the
Yeah.
headliners.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Sagan. Can't tell.
Yeah.
That is most definitely the 3.8. That's not quite the head gasket blower. That's the newer, better one. Oh, another set of wheels. So yeah, he was driving it in the winter. We got to hear it.
Oh no, he's just showing us the door issue.
Oh, door gap. Are you gonna start it up for us or what here? Oh, the gauge sweep. That's not something that at factory does. I don't know how he made it do that, unless the battery was just dead. Then they sometimes do it. Got an aftermarket
Spotify.
Kenwood. Got a little bit of a 3.8 tick. I've had a 3.8. Leighton's had a 3.8. They always sound like that when they're dead cold. And they crank like that. The 4.6s crank really fast. And it's got, what do you know, the Ford power steering line. Go figure. Okay, that's enough. Thank you. V6 engine. Car has been in an accident. ICPC wouldn't fix it. So in other words, you did not have the adequate insurance on it. You'd have to take it to a private shop or fix it yourself. Road safe, not a write-off. So yes, he didn't put a claim in. So you don't need an inspection on it, is what I'm getting. But for some reason, he won't fix it himself or just drive it as is. Comes with a set of 17-inch black Saleen rims.
Celine or Celine?
Saleen. That's, I don't know. It was a Ford performance thing. There was an F-150 Saleen.
Right.
Yeah. Tires on the car at 10% left, pretty much bald. You don't say. Sitting in the driveway for 3 months, I started up every once in a while to keep the battery alive, selling because I bought a truck. There's a lot of good pieces on it.
For sure. I mean, I'm personally not a big fan of those Mustangs, if I'm being 100%
Well,
honest.
yeah, that's the thing. That's a very love-hate thing. You either love them or you hate them.
And I would never buy a V6.
No, that's why I'm figuring, like, especially with that.
And with that, and that
this is a parts car. This is undoubtedly a parts car at this point.
It's priced $1,000.
18.
18.
If you could get it, the door panels don't match. You can see when he took that door, he did not switch the door panel over.
Yeah, this would only be good for parts. If you're building an actual nice Mustang that actually has a V8, this would be the parts car to use.
Yeah, some nice interior bits and pieces.
Yeah,
and
I've never been a big
clip
fan
and-
of that looking Mustang. If Leighton's watching this, don't take offense. I just never have liked that year of Mustang. I've liked Phil's year Mustang, which is a 2005 or 6,
Yeah.
and I've not a big fan of the Fox bodies, but I would, if I had a chance to buy one cheap, I would.
See, but the Mustang, too.
No.
No,
These
no,
are
Mustang,
just
no.
that's the thing about these new Edge and SN95
I would rather have one of
cars.
those than a Mustang, too.
Yes, and I did
Say
have
that.
one. I had an SN95. You either love them or you hate them.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Everything's round, you know. Ford was big into that. Remember the Tauruses with the circular windows and the ovals
Yeah,
everywhere? I think that if you could scoop it up for like $1,000, it's a great parts car because the interior is all there and it's in pretty good
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to put that back on the road though.
No.
So an okay unit, I guess.
It's okay.
For what it
Not
is.
a good driver.
I wouldn't buy it, but it's okay.
Miata.
Miata.
Yeah, ta-ta-ta.
Let's see.
Did they put rotaries in those?
This is a
They should've.
1990
They really should have.
Mazda MX-5 Miata, $7,500. It's in Calgary.
See, the only thing that I think of when I see these cars is that Clip and Family Guy, where that guy's like, I have a sports car, and Peter's like, what kind of car is it? It's a Miata. He just looks at him funny. That's not a sports car.
I like the way these look. You know how you can look at certain vehicles and they look like a person. You know, like the eyes and everything.
And they blink.
This one looks like an Asian.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what's going on the roof there?
Someone.
Bondo looks like.
That's fiberglass,
Oh,
though.
fiberglass.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's fiberglass. That's removable, isn't it?
Yes.
I have a family member that has a Miata.
I'm too big for one of
You
these.
know what? I'd probably fit it perfectly, and I feel like I would have an absolute blast driving a Miata.
Probably.
I wouldn't drive.
It's
one.
like a Honda Del Sol. but a
Yeah,
Miata.
kinda. These things were just different. The seats in them not comfortable. They were meant
Nah.
to kind of suck you in like a Fiero.
I couldn't fit in it.
I couldn't either. He says the timing belt and water pump were done. New adaptive coilover suspension. All new rims and tires, less than 1,000 K. The rims
Dope,
didn't
dopey
look bad.
dope rims.
No, well, they're not quite
They're not
dopey
bad.
dopes. They're actually not bad. Did I
Oh,
go
yeah, they're
past
not
it?
bad.
Yeah.
They're okay. They
Those are-
suit the
they're
Those
car.
are pretty good.
They're okay. Falcon.
Yeah, that's a good tire. People don't like them. I think Falcon's decent enough. Soft top, back plastic window has a tear. Go figure. Top is in great shape except for that big dip in it that they don't want to mention. Comes with anti-slip diff from the factory. Lots of value and fun in this car. 7,500. It's hard for me to put a value on that because I personally couldn't drive it. I couldn't fit in it, and I just couldn't rock it.
Well, in my opinion, I mean, they're getting harder and harder to come by in that good a shape because that top is really wouldn't be that difficult to fix, in my
No,
opinion.
fiberglass is whatever.
And if you're into that if you're into that car, like I don't know if I'd buy one. Oh, phone died. I think.
Did it? Did we get cut off or are we still live?
We're still live. Rough Road Revivals is on
Pause.
So I think that we're
can
still
keep
good. We
talking.
can keep talking,
We can
I
keep
think.
talking.
But like, yeah, like
What happened to this cable?
I feel like it would be a really fun car if you're my size and actually fit.
Yes, you'd have to be able to
Right.
fit in it because it's not a big vehicle.
And I see a lot of people putting big motors into those, and it's absolutely hilarious.
LS swaps.
1.5 JZ.
But those little 4-cylinders, they don't make much power, but man, do they run forever,
That's right, yeah.
right? And that was Mazda's good era before they.
I'm just gonna take a sec here to tell our camera woman there is zip ties to hold up the phone charger at the back there.
Like back here.
Yeah, it's past the bike.
I'll go get them.
It's
I'll throw them to you.
It'll be on the very right corner of the slide out cabinet things there.
I should have got
white
the
ones.
wireless charger. That would
All the way at
have
the back.
been better for that.
Oh yeah.
They wouldn't have slipped out.
Bought the white slide things. They're in one of those three.
Yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna say that it's hard for me to put a value on something that I couldn't believe in. per se.
Whoa! Yeah, no.
Flying zip ties. So for me, that's an okay unit, but it's just not for me.
It's an okay unit. I would not drive
I would
because
absolutely-
I don't like Miatas and I wouldn't fit.
I would absolutely drive that thing. And if I got a really good deal on one, I'd buy one. But I mean, that's a reasonable price in my opinion. But I wouldn't pay that much for that specific car.
Yeah, it's cool that it's got Pawsy though.
It's not charging.
Hold on. I think I need another zip tie.
There's one by the foot of the chair.
That cord's in good shape. We know that.
Yeah, we probably should invest in a better one.
We'll do one more car, even though it's 9, just until we get that sorted out. So we'll better make it a
Oh,
good
it's
one.
filming.
Do you need a hand? Do you need to hold it for
Yeah,
you?
it's still going. It's aimed at the welding bench right now, but that's
No,
okay.
it's not.
No, it's center.
Is it center?
Yeah.
Rough Road Reviv.
That's how it is.
Reviv. Just like the kid.
Okay, this is something that we just have to take a second to talk about.
Okay,
There's another zip
2005.
tie by the front there too if you want to do 2 zip ties.
2005 Chrysler Crossfire. So this vehicle is $6,500 and it's in Ponoka County. The thing about these is they're not really a Chrysler vehicle because they're completely Mercedes engineered underneath. Now, we see these quite frequently around town because there's a number of them. The old guys like them. They're just, like roadsters or whatever.
Apparently, their headlights are extremely hard to put in.
Well, when you have all the parts, they're easy.
Yeah.
I don't know who's familiar with the weird little clips that look like a fortune cookie that hold the little light bulb in, but when you're missing all the pieces, they don't go in very well.
We saw a guy this summer struggling all summer. Every time we saw him at a car show, he was struggling trying to put one headlight in because he was missing pieces, but he couldn't figure that out. And
Well, it was mentioned to him.
it was mentioned to him, but he disagreed with the people that say it was missing pieces.
And there's just not a lot of room. Big motor, small car.
Is that an automatic folding rear wing thing?
I think so.
Yeah,
Cool.
They're very goofy.
It's like,
they stole that from Lamborghini probably.
it's like a cool PT Cruiser.
So, well, it's the same concept.
Same
It was
concept.
meant for old people who wanted to party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're complicated lights.
Whoa.
The interiors were a little different.
Whoa.
There's nothing in these interiors that screams Chrysler whatsoever. Not one thing.
that definitely screams strip club.
Yeah, that too. Where's the
I've-
spaghetti?
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta step on it. I've never seen the interior of one of those.
It's not nice.
That's yeah, a little bit of dog
No
hair
cargo
action in there.
space. Big motor, small car. No room to work.
Well, no problem with that, I guess.
Oh,
Let's
the
hear it.
plastic's gone now.
Yeah, so we can hear it.
That sounds like an airplane.
Sucking a lot of air.
He's spraying the Cosby sauce into it.
No, that is not only stupid, but that's a bad idea.
Especially when it's running.
Hold on, we got to hear that.
It dies too. Just wait. That's a kill switch.
What an idiot!
Okay.
What an idiot!
That is definitely the highlight of the selection tonight.
He says, "Selling my childhood car, covered most of its life. Interior is immaculate. Paint looks new for the year. Has aftermarket exhaust, new brakes and rotors always taken care of. Cons needs tires, needs fuel pump, needs battery. I tested the fuel pump with small amounts of ether to verify the problem." So this was his. Yep, we need a new fuel pump right here.
I think you probably should have used gas instead of ether, but it's funny.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for it. It might loosen everything up. Yeah, $6,500. There's not a snowball's hope in hell after seeing that video. Am I paying $6,500?
After that, no.
That's not a good unit at all in the first place, let alone the
No.
fact that it needs a fuel pump and he's blasting it with the Cosby.
And I wonder how many times he's done that.
Obviously enough
Well, every
to figure
morning.
it out, and then enough to take a video of it.
That guy should be in a circus.
Yeah, that's right. So the final vehicle we're going to talk about is not a good unit. That is the best one we've seen
that's
yet.
the best thing we've
Go back,
seen.
put that video back on.
That beats the EK hatch. Ah, shit.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay, it's gone.
Gone
Okay, we're
forever.
done. Now we're going to take our time to talk about whatever we want.
You
Okay.
could probably leave this too, hey?
Is that one going again?
Yes.
Uh,
Do you want me to go up there and boot you out, or do you leave here?
uh,
X.
goodbye.
Yeah, leave live.
Okay, it's muted now.
Hold on. There we go.
Ah,
Okay, yeah,
There
we're
we go.
good.
okay, we're good.
Okay, we'll state that comment again. What we were trying to say there when we had no sound, Tino says, "What's the last vehicle we ethered?" And I said the last vehicle I ethered was a 7.3 IDI that I was trying initially with non-chlorinated brake clean, and I couldn't get her to go. The glow plug circuit got hot, and there was a big poof of flame. So then I went and talked to old Gerald, and he whipped out a can of Cosby out of his pants and sprayed her down, and it started up right away. So I don't ether much stuff. I don't have enough stuff that needs to be ethered. Usually, you give it enough volts and it starts.
I have never ethered a vehicle in my life.
Really?
You are missing out.
I don't.
It
I
is
don't
so
own a,
bad.
I
but
don't
it is
own a
so
diesel.
Good.
I've
You don't need a diesel. You can do whatever.
Well, it's actually probably better for the motor to not do it to a diesel.
Well, yeah, you
but
probably
whatever.
shouldn't do it at all. But it's still. It helps if you're a redneck, if you're like Peg, zip
Yeah,
ties and buy
yeah.
splice, that he lives on that stuff and he breathes on that stuff, including beer. But what I've ethered is probably something way bigger than what these guys have because I've worked in the coal patch and I've ethered dozers, I've ethered graders, loaders, trucks, and the last thing I ethered I think was probably actually, it was a Skidoo out of my dad's house because I had nothing and dad was too cheap to use his gas. So I used his ether that he used to try and start his truck one day, except he left the glow plugs on and it went bang.
Of course.
It didn't wreck anything, but it went bang because he didn't turn his glow plugs on. But yeah, that's my ether experiences as of lately.
So yeah, the other thing that you brought up too, of course, just zip ties and bias supplies in general, is a great topic of conversation. If no one is following him on YouTube, I'd highly recommend you subscribe because he has some very high quality videos.
Oh yeah, if you want to laugh, you want to see some redneck stuff, go see him.
Or you could follow him on his the one you pay for.
Tegan says Jared looks like he uses it on kids.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? But if you want to pay for the subscription to the Zip Ties and Buy Supplies, it's much better.
On Patreon or whatever he uses, yeah. But yeah, no, I was just thinking that he's the king of Cosby sauce. He knows how to ether everything, and sometimes he gives 2-4 volts to the system, and that really helps get it going good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not afraid of fire, or explode.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need to be.
No, you don't sometimes. That's right.
So, we're gonna talk about the coolant thing too.
Okay, yeah, we got to talk about that. That was a comment made earlier about how we don't read. And the reason that we brought that up is the fact that back in the day, I used to work at Canadian Tire for a brief period of time and in the auto parts department. And I think that there was a lot of very good things that happened in the short time I was there in terms of customers that did not make sense or just entertaining. The best one, I think, has to be a guy that walked up all confused with a bottle of Prestone 50/50 premix. He comes up to me. Is this coolant? I don't read. So I look at him and I said, yeah, this is coolant all right. He goes, thank you. Oh, where do I find such and such? I can't remember
Was
what
it his
exactly.
toolboxes?
No, it was something, but I told him to go. He screwed me up because he said something, I don't know what he said, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, just go, I'll go get someone to meet you in aisle. Oh, never mind, you can't read the aisle signs. I get on the radio, hey, Dean, can you go meet someone by the toolboxes? He does, I tell him what aisle, but he doesn't read. Dean, what's that? He couldn't believe it. But yeah, that was what we mean by, is that coolant? We don't read.
I don't know.
Just like him.
I got another good parts store, Canadian Tire auto parts story too. I remember.
Yeah. Tegan says Forrester Auto Parts.
Who's that? I can't read. It's so hard to read in when it's in the white.
Adrian S or something like that.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I can't read either. Too blind.
But yeah, I was working, so Peter was there too. So
Of
he
course,
was doing
yeah.
his thing. So I had a customer come up to me with 2 batteries, like 2 big marine batteries that he put on his put on his camper or whatever. And he's like, well, they keep dying on me. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, I'll put them on the tester. If the tester says they're bad,
then we'll get you new batteries. So he comes back 2 hours later, and I'm like, I wheel him out the cart. I'm like, the tester says they're good. You must have a draw. And he starts absolutely losing his mind. Like, and eventually he starts yelling and screaming at me, and then he takes the cart, and I was behind the auto parts desk, but he literally with 2 big batteries in there, he fully flips the cart at me, and then picks the cart back up, and Peter starts walking by, and the guy's slamming into the aisle cab, and Peter looks at him, he's like, "You get out right now." It was so funny, man.
I could picture Peter taking that very seriously.
You get out right now. Leave.
That's incredible. Was Peter the manager at that
Yeah,
time?
he was doing the service at that time.
Oh,
so
that's
he was just
awesome.
walking. He missed the whole thing until he saw the guy taking the cart going like smashing
Boom.
and aisle caps in the center aisle and oh man.
Yeah, there's been some great experiences in the retail sector. Everyone in their life should have to work retail
I
in some
100%
way,
agree.
shape, or form for even as little as 3 months just to get a taste for what it actually entails. But
100%.
yeah, it's great.
Another thing, so we mentioned root beer. So I was really upset earlier or on Sunday. So I'm a big A&W root beer guy. So I as usual I bought a 12 case and I cracked one open. I went to take a sip. I'm like, man, this doesn't taste right. So I gave it to Tiana to try and taste. And she had a sip and she's like, "Oh, it's fine." I'm like, No, it's not right. So she had to call we had to get a couple other people to test it. And it just tasted like chemicals. It was really messed up and I was really upset. And I don't think I'll buy root beer for a while.
Not that type, at least.
Yeah. Well, actually, today, so we were in the store today, and Pepsi came out, so it's Pepsi Cream Soda.
Oh, I've heard of it.
And it is absolutely phenomenal.
So that's the new temporary go-to.
Yes, it is. But, so the problem, so we went in there, and I saw it, but it was 0 sugar.
Oh.
And we can't have a no sugar,
No.
right? So I went, I'm like, oh man, so we gotta go down the pop aisle. So I'm looking down the pop aisle, and I'm like, I guess there's the 0 sugar, which doesn't make sense. And I look up, and they got the tiny little 6-pack cans. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting those. So I'm gonna have to get a bunch of little 6-pack cans until you get them back.
Yeah. Well, it is what
Well,
it
it's
is.
like that vanilla Coke too. Did you guys ever try like the creamy vanilla?
Yeah,
Coke?
I liked it.
Can't find it nowhere. It's gone.
Gone.
Nowhere. Not even at like the weird gas station with all the American pop.
So to the guy that says, "What's up, fellas?" We're just spilling about projects and stuff and whatever.
And root beer and
He's
Yeah.
he's gone off on the sugars a bit.
I had a half sugar.
That's less than half.
Yeah. But mostly what we talk about is car stuff, as you can see above me and above us, and this is just here for looks. This is for another hobby.
Oh, you know what? That'd be really cool to live stream.
That's
Loading
Wars.
Loading Wars.
Loading Wars would be a good live stream. Let us know if you want to see us do that. Just let us know in the comments and ask questions. But yeah, we're mostly doing car stuff. We got a YouTube channel called Rough Road Revivals. We just recently released a video of a go-kart. It's entertaining. It is just us messing around, just doing whatever. And then all the other videos are usually about car stuff or just what we're doing that day. In the future, I'm not sure when you're going to release the next video.
We're thinking that we're probably going to be a few weeks out just to space it out.
Yeah, okay. Well, in a few weeks or so, there's going to be a video released on the car behind us. It'll just be me, and it'll just be me working on that thing, and that's a whole bunch of other stuff.
That's
that
going
we're
to be a multi-part series as it progresses.
Yeah,
there's
that's-
multiple videos.
That's going to be a long one. I'm assuming soon Jared's, whatever his thing is, his Sequoia is going to be in a few videos. Phil's Jeep is going to be in a few videos. All of our stuff is going to be in a few videos. And with now that the sun, it's starting to warm up very early, I'm sure more and more stuff is going to start coming out. I'm sure Frank's going to come back out, and there's going to be a bunch of stuff I'm going to have to do on that. And just, yeah, we're getting wrapped up, ready for more stuff coming up. There's going to be a return of the Scout in the future, hopefully.
Hopefully.
The Scout has now made 2 appearances on YouTube. It's made an appearance in the off-road video in the snow, and then it also made an appearance in the go-kart video in the background.
Yeah, yeah, so you're gonna start seeing a lot of just more stuff coming up, road trips and stuff like that.
We it is only February, but we seem like we're running out of time to get ready. There's only a few more months until we really got to get in gear.
For the Derby.
Well, that's a whole other
That's a whole other
ball
situation.
game. But the fact of the matter is, around here right now, we're dealing with positive 10 Celsius temperatures right now in February. Like it's
Yeah.
t-shirt weather, working outside. Not a lick of snow down where we're recording right now.
No, and yeah, we've done a few snow cruises, and that's last video of us driving in the snow. That was just at the big. Well, it wasn't even at the
Like
beginning. It was
mid-January or mid-December. Sorry.
mid
I think,
December.
yeah.
Yeah.
And usually we have way more snow before that, and now we're just after January, and we just about have no snow, which is really, really sad for our around here. But there is going to be more videos of just us doing whatever, because summer's coming up. There's going to be off-road videos, project videos. We're getting ready.
We
We're ramping up.
got trips. We got a lot of time that we're going to be spending on the road.
Maybe some
Yeah.
car shows and derbies and
The derbies is another thing. You may have seen the video of the derby truck when we introed that and kind of went over what our plan is with it, and we still got to continue. We got a lot of work yet. It's basically the next video that you'll see of that is when we begin to strip it down. And we've basically got to finish that and do all the reinforcements and figure out which derby we're actually going to run in,
And
because
if we can
plans have
pass
changed.
tech.
Well, that'll be sort of a last minute thing. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Thank you, Michaela Monroe, for all the likes.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. What else? The Jeep. Anyone who's been following the Jeep story, I know that it hasn't really been on camera a whole lot. We had the one, the Javelin road trip video. It appeared at the very end of that when I first bought it. Rolled up to the shop here, and I said, "Kate, here's all the suspension parts. We're putting them in." we got back at about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and we didn't get out here until 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Those were some of the worst ball joints I've seen in my life to try and get out.
And yes, to the guy that left a comment saying, I need drywall. I am aware. I need drywall. I'm going to put OSB up so I can hang the rest of my stuff up. I've just had so many projects on the go that I haven't had time. And do we want to buy a Dodge? We have a few.
Depends what it
Just a
is.
few.
Depends what it is. Let us know what it is, and we will talk about it.
Yeah, that's right. So in terms of the Jeep, it was running good in the snow video. You may have seen. Since I bought it, I knew the engine was loud. It's a 4-liter. I didn't care. They are loud engines. I changed the oil in it the other day, and that was that. It's got a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Pulled the valve cover off. Don't ask how long that took to do, because on an inline 6, it should not be that complicated to take a valve cover off. It's way different than the old 4-liter that had a distributor. This one's like coil on plug kind of thing. It's not fun. But yeah, it needs a bit of work on the top end. That's okay though.
You should do a video on that too.
Yeah, we will when the time comes. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen.
It doesn't-
Laramie 1500 2004.
And you don't see that every day, a Laramie in the 3rd gens. Yeah, those are...
I don't need a Dodge,
I definitely don't need a Dodge.
I don't need a Dodge either.
but he might want a Dodge.
Well, it's all about the price, you know?
it is all about the price and what kind of conditions it's in.
Exactly, yeah. But, yeah, you can look forward to that Jeep video whenever it happens, whenever. It's probably going to be in a few months, probably closer to the summer, because I want to enjoy it while I'm paying for the insurance, and then when it runs out, we can deal with it. So, yeah.
Hang on, let me check with one more person about the Dodge. Dodge girl, this is a person selling a Dodge. Do you want a Dodge?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I think you shouldn't have said that. But,
Been told it's in great condition, needs a new fuel pump, but she's okay.
Okay, what kind of Dodge is
It's
it?
a 04 1500 Laramie.
5.7 liter?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it a 5.7 liter? Being an 04 1500, I bet you it is a
Probably it is,
5.7 liter.
Yeah, I think they came on like 02 or 03. That's the better year for them.
Yeah, those Hemis were decent. They were just horrible on fuel.
Fuel pumps were I feel like that was a pretty common issue with those, though.
She says sure is.
Yeah, it's a 5.7. I do agree with the fuel pump thing though, because I've seen it multiple times. Those trucks need a fuel pump.
I have sold many of them.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you send us a picture somehow either on our Instagram or our TikTok stuff,
I can open it right now.
or
Actually.
comment on our Yubatubus, and
TikTok
we'll let you
is
know
our
because
Yubatubus.
I'm sure Danny over there is fairly interested in it, or Lady Confused, or whatever her nickname will be. We're not really sure yet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's we're gonna continuously say
Yeah, I should.
that
The horn should go over here.
we continuously say we're done buying and we never are. I bought the Jeep in about, well, it was it was a day. I didn't know I wanted it until it happened.
The javelins were the same way.
Is that Kylie with you? Nope, Kylie's not here tonight.
Kylie's not here tonight. Danny is with us tonight.
As she looks into the phone, yeah, she's reading the comments
Dan-
too on that.
yeah,
end.
Danny's right now zoomed into the back of the phone.
Because
right
I
now.
can't read it. I'm blind.
Never have too many projects. No, you can't.
That
That's the
is
thing.
that is true.
You can have not enough room and space. That's the thing that
That's
we
my
run
biggest
into.
problem.
Yeah, the room is the biggest problem. The girlfriend and I have 12 vehicles in total, and they're not all at our house. We have maybe 4 here, and there's going to be about 6 here when summer hits, but a lot of it is still at her dad's house and my dad's house, and just spread out. So we got a ton of projects on the go, and there's a lot of videos of projects coming out.
My dad likes looking at our projects, so he just put them there for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something to look at. I mean, it's just good that you guys have enough space. You've got plentiful street parking, driveways galore. You've got a lot of opportunity to park here, so you're good.
Yeah.
She says make that 7 with the Dodge.
7K, I'm assuming, is what.
No, she means 7 vehicles parked at her.
Oh, I see.
Maybe.
I
I
see.
don't think I need another truck.
Ah,
But
get her show her the picture, show
We'll
her the
see.
pictures, and you can decide.
I
Maybe
got,
your dad will buy it.
maybe I'll give my dad my truck and buy that one.
I got about 9 on my property. Can't move any of them due to the snow. Yeah.
I wish we had that problem.
Well,
too.
that's the
Yeah,
issue.
we wish we had that
We
problem.
wish we
too.
had the snow.
We wish we had the snow. We don't have snow right now, and it kind of sucks.
It's really a pain in the ass when you have vehicles in the snow and they're buried and you can't move them. You could do the zip ties special where he just grabs the Bobcat or the Korean rickshaw and just yanks them out and sees what happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, I know how that feels for sure. I've broken many a strap trying to get vehicles out that have been stuck in the bog of snow.
Yeah, I've had that car stuck. I've had Frank stuck. I've had my F-350 stuck. All at my dad's house, pulling it out with the Bobcat every time. And I bent the frame on this car once doing it, and it choked me right up. I was so mad at myself. But again, I was 18 when that happened, so.
Is your Instagram the same? I believe it is the exact same. It
Yes.
should be rough_road_revivals. Had 3 foot at the most this year.
We had about well where I live, I've only had about a foot, and it
Yeah.
melted, and then it came back to half a foot, and then it melted. Now right now I have nothing.
Yeah, we got absolutely nothing.
And where Parker lives, which is maybe 20 minutes away from us, there is about maybe 2 feet at the most at the highest point.
No, there's more than that. I think
Is
there's
there?
probably well, it depends. There's probably close to 3 in a lot of spots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then again, it's melting at such a rapid succession now. I pulled into the driveway in my car today, and there's a rut all the way up to the rim on the tire now.
we are not in the States. We are in Canada. We are in BC, Canada.
Southern interior.
Yeah.
We're very close to Idaho. We're about 45 minutes north of the border. So
Yeah.
The Montana border.
yeah, both borders are very close.
Yeah.
We can go to Montana or Idaho from here, or Washington for another about 20 minutes down the road too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem too, like I backed the Jeep out of the driveway the other day, and I park in such a way that I can weasel the Jeep out if I park the car back far enough. And oh man, there's now mud everywhere. I'm gonna have to rake it in case it does get really cold again, so I don't have a big rut in the middle of the driveway that'll take out my valence on the car.
Northern Alberta. How's the weather up there? I bet you cold.
I think it's warming up there too. I
Is it?
believe a little bit. Probably
Well,
still
depends what-
colder than here though.
Depends where you. Depends how north, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on north.
It's funny to me because in Lethbridge and Calgary, it's very warm. Like it was 18 degrees in Calgary.
Yeah, I was in Calgary on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it was 18 degrees.
And the funny thing is, too, a year ago
Was it minus 30?
and 2 years ago and whatever, how many years ago it's minus 25 at least in
Yeah,
Calgary?
that's what my uncle was saying. He's like, yeah, it was minus 30 this day last year.
That's just it, yeah. And then
Which is-
Florida, of course, has got the cold front right now.
Yeah.
That's gone down the east.
I-
It's warmer in Calgary. It's warmer here than it is in Florida right now.
I got a really, well, you can answer that first.
Minus 10 right now. 2 weeks ago was minus 40ish. That's what I figured. Yeah.
that's Alberta.
Yeah.
Minus 10. That's warm. That's really warm for you guys in this time of year too. Considering like we're plus 10, like that's really warm for us. It's
Yeah.
just ridiculous. this
Usually
year.
we
Like
get down to
minus
minus
15.
30. We didn't get down to minus 30
We
this
didn't even
year.
hit minus 25
We
this
didn't
year.
hit
Nope.
minus 25 this
Minus
year.
18, I believe, is the coldest morning I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, our weather's so messed up right now. It's very annoying because I'm a snowmobiler and I haven't really gone out because my sled's gonna overheat unless I go far distances instead of powder. But yeah, it's just it's a pain. It's gonna wreck our fire season, that's for sure.
Oh, unless we
Yeah.
get a really nice rainy spring, which
Yeah.
I'm
We'll see.
really hoping for.
It was really funny today too. How it was just a huge, minus 27 Northern Ontario. Oh boy,
Oh boy.
cold front
Oh-
still in
oh
full
boy,
force
you're
in
right.
the east. That's unfortunate. Definitely feel for that. That's like what we usually get. That's
Yeah.
our typical February, January minus 27.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say today, like I was outside at work for 90% of the day, moving junk around that I was done looking at, moving it to a different corner. And I actually had to put a jacket on because it was blowing and it was so foggy and groggy out. I get home at 4 o'clock and I get that much higher. It was blue skies everywhere. There was no
Yeah.
fog.
Oh, I was down about as low as you can get Kukanusa Village today.
Yeah.
And it was so humid and
Oh,
foggy.
yeah.
It was very foggy.
It was
today.
so cold down there. It was probably like 4 or 5 degrees, but it felt like
It
minus,
was a
minus 5.
wet
it was
cold
gross.
this morning. Wet
It
cold
was
is
really
worse than dry
gross.
cold.
Yeah, as they say.
I gave up sledding. Snow wasn't even worthwhile around home the last few years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
really.
here.
It really depends where you live. Like here in the last couple of years, it's been okay, but this year has been horrible. I have no choice but to go sledding because of our family trap line and all that, and I won't get into that because lots of people are against that. But like, it's been bad. We've had to do just driving, wheeling. Like we made a video with the scout and that was pretty well as much snow as we got.
That
out
was
there.
the maximum
Yeah.
amount of snow in that we've had. Was
Yeah.
that weekend.
Yeah, so it's been bad.
I mean, last year wasn't great for snow either. It was
no,
just
but
colder
we had it
last
way
year.
It was
earlier
better.
too, though.
Yeah.
Because we didn't in town here. It was less than a week before Christmas, and it was just
Yeah.
bone dry. And now that we're a month after or a month and a half after or whatever we are now, I don't math either. I don't
Right.
read or math.
You could mow your lawn right now.
Yeah, you might
Well,
have to.
I did, yes.
Did you?
Well, the ground is thawed by the afternoon. There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
surface frost or anything. It's weird. Yeah, they got patios open at restaurants and stuff right now. It's crazy.
Lantern.
Yeah. I'm heading back to work. Enjoy the rest of y'all's night.
Sweet,
You
thank
too.
you.
Thank
You
you, you
enjoy
too.
work. We appreciated the comments.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. The other thing that was a problem in my eyes with the weather in this last week specifically was just the freeze thaw cycle,
The freeze thaw cycle.
because we're averaging minus
-2.
-2 or so, maybe a little colder. I think this next week it's supposed to be like -5. Big old whopping low of -5 in February, and then highs of like 5 to 7 degrees. That's just not good. The freeze thaw.
The freeze thaw is not good.
When I was driving today, I was just kind of cruising. It's kind of like a not necessarily main road that people travel in the winter, and I went to accelerate up a hill, and I was like almost fully sideways with traction control in a new Ford.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Like, and I tapped the brake. It just looks wet, and you tap the brakes, and
It's just so strange.
yeah, it was weird. It was so weird.
I think we got into the weather enough. Let's think of something
yeah, I'm
better
trying
to
to
talk
think of other
about.
things to talk
Yeah.
about. So, what is our main plans this summer for our vehicles? Like, what what are our main goals to build our vehicle to this summer on any of our projects, if not all?
We got to address that first comment too. Philly, buy the old F1. Oh man, if I could afford to buy the old F1, I would, because I really do like that truck. It's very cool. And it's just too bad that the original power plant is no longer included, because that would make it just extremely cool, even if the tranny was a little mangled. That's a great truck, and I'm really surprised you're having a hard time selling it, to be honest.
Thank you for saying you love the project behind me. It is my pride and joy, that one. And it's a slow project, but I'm going to do it right.
So you were saying about projects. What were you getting into?
What I was getting into is what projects, what do you want to do to your projects this summer? What you think you can get done to any of the projects that you have.
Yeah, I was gonna say which one,
Yeah.
because I've got probably 10 grand between all of my vehicles I need to spend this summer.
Okay, what do you want to get done this summer on it?
The Mustang needs a lot of work. The Mustang needs basically all new suspension, because all that stuff has got like 250,000 K on it, and it's original. And it's junk. You hit a bump and everything clunks. It needs to be done, and I couldn't afford to do it last year because, well, what did I buy last year? I can't remember when I bought that prevented me from doing that.
Jeep.
No, the Jeep was after. The Jeep was in late summer.
Oh, I don't know then.
I don't know what I bought. Well, it also had to go to the body shop at the beginning of the year, so that kind of put a damper in it. I also put over $2,000 into the stereo in it. That didn't help. But it needs, I think what I'm doing is a Bilstein coil-over system, because it's the best, cheapest, good option that I found. And it's limited lowering. I don't want to go too low with the roads around
Especially
here.
here, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I also bought brand new tires for it last year. That was another thing that I couldn't afford to do the suspension. But it needs, I'm going to do the track bars, the coils, everything. And lower control arms, the whole deal. It needs to be done, and I want it done with quality parts that are going to last. And I might just have to take the rear mufflers off and see how it sounds.
Oh, that's a must, not a might.
Yeah.
It's a must. It's two
We will
two
do
clamps, and then we'll just see how it
We
sounds.
will do that.
Yeah, every time I'm in a heavy duty business here. Well, I work for a heavy duty company, and every time I do muffler work, I have to take the muffler off and turn the truck on and let it rev.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I'm doing, as long as when I'm pulling the muffler off, I have to start the truck.
I just remembered that we have to Google to confirm Michael's suspicion
right,
about
yes.
that Buick V8.
Yeah,
So while you figure that out, I'll do some chatting here. So my Forerunner, I need to do all new suspension, because it is probably original as well. I bet, and I don't know if you looked or if you saw it.
I've seen.
It might
I
be.
followed you, and it goes.
But yeah, it needs all of the suspension. I'll probably do an inch and a half, 2-inch lift, and then get nice. I don't know if I
What
want
was
to
it,
build.
4.6?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Michael was correct. 4.6.
4.6 Chevy.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to build a bumper for it, or buy one, or buy pieces to build one, or buy a blueprint for one. I haven't decided yet. But it needs a bumper and a winch, and maybe some 33s.
I think you need to get rid of that independent front suspension.
See, but that's a project for give me about 2 years. So actually, I don't know if I told you this too, but I was chatting with Cody Penner,
Oh yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, I got 3 solid axles sitting at home."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah."
You gotta make some.
And I
Headway
could probably get a good deal on those, and then I want to do coil and shock separate instead of doing like a coilover with a 3-link system, or I might try and find some Land Cruiser control arms and do that how like the 80 series Land Cruiser have it set up, so that goes under the axle and there's 2 mounting points, and it's just 2 arms instead of 3 at the top.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know. That's a lot of money and a lot of time and
Yeah.
a welder that I don't have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
needs some gas.
Some gas. You know what's wrong with it?
No
You
gas.
got no
Ain't
gas.
got no gas in it. Won't let me send you photos on Instagram. Ooh.
LOL.
LOL. How are we gonna fix the
Well,
problem?
you can send them if you utilize iMessage. You can send them to our iMessage for this phone if you want. We can put that in the chat, the address for that, and then you can just do that if you use iMessage.
As he's doing that, what's your guys' projects?
And what do you plan on doing? What do you plan on doing this year?
What do I plan on
Bit
doing
of
this year?
everything.
bit of everything. I want to put airbags and a full air system on Frank. That's my 1946 Ford. It's a rat rod with a 7.3 diesel. It's behind us, but you can't see it because it's behind the car outside the window. And I plan to get this car at least ready for paint this year, and then hopefully be done next year. But I've been saying that for the last 3 years. And I want to get the Javelins, or at least one of them, probably the yellow one because that's the only one that we've been able to insure. I want to get disc brakes on the front because we have all the disc brake parts, we just haven't put it on yet. And I want to get its handling a little better because it is sketchy on the highway. It wobbles. There's a video on that too, especially when we had too many people in the back seat and the wheels sat on the fenders because the air shocks went out of air.
It was like 2 seconds on the road. I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, so there's that we're going to be doing, or that I want to be doing this summer, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. The Scout is something that I really want to get to. I really want to do a whole bunch of suspension and steering stuff on that. I got a lot of projects.
I screwed up the friggin' email address. How did I do that? Hopefully she's not trying to send them.
Uh-oh. Rough rod.
Yeah.
Rough rod
And of course, it really complicates things. The fact that everything we have is Rough Road Revivals, but our email address is Rough Road Revival
Yeah.
because
I didn't
someone
know that.
changed the name after we'd already registered the channel.
of course, say.
Yeah, of course. But
It's all
yeah.
good.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we got tons of projects. And there's even freaking random ones we're going to throw in there too. Like, again, our last video was a go-kart. And who
We're-
knows? It could be, I don't know.
We gotta have some variety. Like I was discussing, there's gonna be some more stupid videos coming. Some stuff that's not as much serious as just stupidly funny. Just a comedy of errors per se.
You know what I want to build? Is one of those like those guys that build like the rock crawler like tractors. Have you guys seen
Oh,
those?
yeah,
Like
I've
the
seen
ride
those
on
guys.
lawnmowers
Yeah.
that do the that would be so cool. Or like a race, like a drag lawnmower
Yeah.
with like a Hayabusa in there or something.
Hayabusa, yeah.
Hayabusa.
But I think, yeah, there could be a video potential for just seeing what happens, taking the mufflers off of my car per se. And I know that there's been amongst, I don't know if Tegan's still in the stream or not, but the eating soup while driving thing has always been an inside joke because it is possible, but it's not easy. So I think that we need to have a challenge, and we might just have to do that. Who can eat soup while driving in the bush?
I'll make the soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we need some
I can do
cheap, really low quality containers with like wooden spoons and
Well, what
stuff.
vehicle will we do that in?
Probably the Jeep makes the most sense because it has
That would-
no road
we
manners.
can put garbage bags on your seats.
I don't really care if it spills.
Well, that's
It's the Jeep.
or maybe we can wear garbage bags. So
No.
we don't burn ourselves.
Nope, that's the whole thing. You want to not burn yourself.
Yeah, I can make a nice cheddar broccoli bacon soup.
I love
What are you
that.
talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the soup challenge that we might be doing this summer at some point. We
Yeah.
might even do a cheap truck challenge and see which vehicle of our off-road fleet can do the best.
You know, I
Yeah,
think
that
it
would
would
be
also
actually
be
good.
interesting. I discussed this previously too, to have just the stock trucks to see how
The stock
capable they
trucks,
are.
yeah.
We've got a variety of stock vehicles that we can take and do random off-road challenges with.
Like my truck.
Yeah. I think that yours is probably the most stock out of any one of ours in
Yeah,
terms
and-
of
or mine.
clearance.
Mine would be, but it blew up. I mean, the one out front, or the one over there, the black one could be, but it's got a lift kit and all that in it.
Yeah, well, that's still whatever. It's all good. We'll
I
figure it
feel
out.
like the Tundra would kill it.
It might. It's got a lot of clearance problems with those fenders, but
Yeah, and the front, I don't want to blow the front dip up again.
yeah. You
Did
never
hear
know.
about that story?
No.
No. Well, I was called out to go help somebody out, and the guy didn't know really what was going on or how to drive in the snow. And I went to pull him out, and he opened his door as soon as I started pulling him out, and the door caught snow, and he turned the wrong way, and then we were using a kinetic strap, so my truck went on the trail,
Oh, yeah.
and I was sideways, and then I got myself back straight, but I was still in the ditch. And we decided, we're like, oh, well, we have some chains, but they don't quite fit my tires. So let's put it underneath the tire. And as soon as we put chains in, they're both front tires. So I hit the gas. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we pulled it apart. I got videos, but it was like exploded. It
That
was
happened.
hilarious. It wasn't funny at the time because I had to get another guy to come out and really drag the truck out of 3 feet of snow.
I think I was involved with that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
personally never blown up a diff. I have blown up motors, but never a diff.
Yeah, it was an interesting situation. And I had so I didn't get home until 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had to go to work for 7.
Oh yeah.
That's always fun.
That was tough.
Yeah, I can't do that to my daily drivers. I say that, but I do.
I didn't want to.
Yeah,
but
no,
it
you
happened.
never want to, but it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took my Power Stroke out the one day, and it was in the snow, and I started feeling the drive shaft and everything looping. I was like, oh, I better not do this to this thing because I need to drive this to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's why we have lots of variety.
Yeah.
Well,
vehicles.
it's just one of those things because, you know, my truck for the way that it's been treated over the 6 years that I've had it, you know, I should never have treated my daily driver like that because there was a time that was the only vehicle I had, and I treated it like horrible.
Yeah, we got into quite the situations with that truck.
Oh yeah, and it never ends. It's just ongoing.
We didn't know what was going on, and we always got stuck in air down tires or nothing.
No, we didn't do anything. And if we look back on the videos and pictures we have from those, the snow that we were dealing with at that time is nothing compared to what we've dealt with recently.
Yeah.
But even today, I got stuck trying to move it off the front street. I could not get going. And it only has 3-wheel drive because there's a vacuum line that's been deleted to one of the hubs. So it was real happy about engaging. That's my biggest fear about parking where I park because some dum-dum. Oh, Michael says later, fellas, got to work tomorrow. Well, it was good seeing you, Michael, and
Ciao.
good luck at work tomorrow.
I'll see you later.
But yeah, so
That's a joke.
the truck being stuck on the street, having to back out of where I'm at because someone didn't clear the snow out in time and then turned to ice. If that thing is not already moving a little bit, it's not going to engage nicely. It needs to have a little bit of either forward or back movement to go into 4-wheel drive. So as soon as I have the spin and I can't go forward, I'm pretty well screwed. It just involves me doing the little rock motion and
Rocker Barb, rocker.
putting it in neutral and just hoping for the best. And it worked today, which was good because I did not have time to deal with it. But it is what it is. What can you ask out of a vehicle that's been treated very poorly?
Yeah, we got a bad rep with the dailies, like, or even your nice car with our trip to Calgary. Or
Oh yeah,
Vulcan.
the mud highway in
Oh,
Alberta.
God.
That was a good one.
Here's the thing. What's the worst time you've ever treated a vehicle, and what vehicle did you treat the worst?
The worst I've ever treated a vehicle, and it wasn't my own. Does that count?
Yes.
It was Peter's Crown Vic, 100%.
Okay.
That car got bagged on a regular basis. I blew a tire to the cords at the parking lot at the Jaffrey gas station one time and drove it back on the highway like that. We were doing donuts in a bush road with it one time, and then he decided to hop in and flew into the clearing, and there's just stumps just ripping everything out. He got it high centered on a rock one time at Lazy Lake. Yeah, it's amazing how many times that happens up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the worst I ever treated a vehicle. My truck honestly hasn't even come close to that in reality.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends, or two of my buddies, my one friend had one like the ugly like 2000 Chevy Impalas.
Oh yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And Max, so I don't know why we decided to get rid of this thing or do what we did to it, but we took it out to the dump out in the bush, like in Wassa there, and we bagged the crap out of that thing. We threw a rotor through the windshield. We put the rotor on the gas pedal and drained the oil and tried to blow it up.
That's always
Yeah.
fun to do that. You got to start putting things in there.
Yeah, we put some rocks in there too. It didn't blow up. It actually went for a
Well,
while.
it eats those.
We
Yeah.
couldn't get it to blow up. But yeah, we ran into trees and smashed things. Oh, it was a really good time. But that there was nothing wrong with it. I don't know why we.
But that was the way that he operated
I
with his
don't know
vehicles.
why we destroyed it.
Well, that's the way we were back in the day. Back
But
when
man,
we were
like-
kids, which
Yeah.
we're unfortunately not anymore.
Yeah,
We didn't really know what to do with vehicles. We wrecked them.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of things that I
No.
regret what I did to my vehicle.
That's
I'll say
like
that.
my Explorer is another good example. That thing got no maintenance, and I never treated it very nice either. I guess that was borderline with the Crown Vic, actually.
So currently nobody's in the chat except me.
Okay, well that's fine. We can keep talking.
that's okay.
It's going to get posted anyway in case anyone actually cares to watch on YouTube, which it seems like a few people actually scrolled through. So,
What was I gonna say? And then, well, we beat the crap out of my Tacoma too.
oh, that was nothing compared to how I've treated things
Yeah.
before. Like that was pretty gentle.
And I kind of wish, I still have memories of the 82.
Yeah,
I wish I had time to actually like do what I wanted to do, but the Forerunner makes more sense.
yeah,
to
it's
have.
more capable as a daily and as it's capable off road in the same
Mhm.
sense too. So
Yeah, it wasn't as cool.
no, but it needed a lot of work. That 82.
Oh
did.
man, it was it needs a new frame is what it needed.
Yeah, need a new truck is what it needed.
Yeah. Did you ever see my patch jobs on that frame? Oh god, they actually were pretty good. You couldn't tell unless you looked. It was good from afar, but far from good.
Yeah, the average person wouldn't be able to tell unless they knew what they were looking
Yeah.
for. But
Yeah, the guy that bought it knew what he was in for. I'll tell you that.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was a sweet truck. I missed that thing, but it sucked in the snow.
Well, it was too light.
I have never felt axle hop like that in my life. You probably never saw it, but like,
But it's
it
got
was,
10 leaves.
Yeah.
Since.
and it was light, and it would like it didn't travel very much, but when
Oh,
it
yeah.
axle hopped, it was like and the whole way through the snow.
Well, it rode horrible in the first place.
Yeah.
It's just too many leaves, too light,
Yeah,
stiff.
that's why I don't want to do leaf springs in my Forerunner, because I could do that and get away with solid axle swapping it super quick, dirty, and easy. But I don't really want that.
It all depends how much money you want to spend.
That's the thing.
That's
right.
with any project.
Like I would rather take my time and slowly get parts for it and do it the way I want to do it instead of just throwing leaf springs under it, right? Because I could just do like rear, like do like the Chevy 63 leafs in the rear and do the well, what's that company called? It's a Toyota company, but they make a whole bunch of solid axle swap kits. and
Toy
parts.
Tech.
So, no, not Toy Tech. Oh, why can't I think of what it's called? But yeah, anyways, yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff. It's like $1,500 for a full kit, and it comes with literally everything to solid axle swap the front with leaves.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think you want leaves.
No,
That doesn't make any sense to
No,
me
it
to do
doesn't.
that when it isn't set up.
I'd,
for leaves in
I'd
the
rather
back.
build up the rear 4-link and do a 2 or 3 link in the front and make it like wicked.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
One day, unless I decide to get rid of it and get something else, who knows? I might get bored of it.
I always say I'm going to get bored of everything, and then I just never have the heart to sell
Well,
anything.
man,
I get too attached.
yeah, well, the Tundra, that's the vehicle I've owned for the longest ever. I've had it for 4 years now.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing's, yeah, I'll
Longest-
probably have that forever.
Longest vehicle I have had is Frank, and I've had that for 13 years.
What was that?
There's a chicken being killed for food outside.
That's what it sounds like, anyways.
Yeah.
That's like the time we were at the Mexican restaurant and there was a big scream like that coming from the kitchen, and I looked at Gib and I said, "Look at that, Gib, you know the chicken's fresh. They just snapped the neck right now."
Did he believe you?
No, he thought it was pretty funny though.
It was
That's the
pretty
time we were eating there and Gerald was in there staring at him.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to go there again soon.
I gotta talk to those people to see if I can eat there.
Yeah,
Because I gotta watch out for the beans.
there is a
The
lot
beans.
of beans.
Because I can't have beans.
So there's another thing that we need to get into here. You said beans, it reminded me of something. So we were talking about earlier the problems with this home automation junk and the Alexas and the Google Homes and all that. And there's one song that I think of that explains all of that to a T. And that is "Every Appliance in My House is a Spy Robot" by Cowboy Scooter. Give it a listen. It's incredible. And it sums it right up. because that's exactly what they are. We can't trust it.
And they also kicked the stupid Wendigo right in the nuts too.
And they also whipped the baked beans out of the backpack and threw it at the
And they
aliens.
had a super soaker full of baked bean juice too.
The
Yeah.
people that just joined, I apologize if you have no idea what we are talking about.
Cowboy
because
Scooter.
Neither do I.
Cowboy Scooter. That's what I'm talking
They'll
about.
show you.
He's big on TikTok. He's like a weird old guy that wears a tinfoil hat that talks about conspiracy theories, and it's hilarious. And that beans are like they kill all the bad entities.
Apparently. But
Apparently.
the aliens were allergic to the beans
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh my god, they're allergic to the beans.
Yeah. It's quite nice.
But it is absolutely phenomenal. If you've never seen Cowboy Scooter, look up Cowboy Scooter. You will not be disappointed. But it's just
Well, they can't see this, remember that.
No, but I'm just showing you. They can look it up themselves.
yeah.
Yeah, you show me this guy. This guy's funny.
They can hear it though. We'll get to the good part because it's that
It
good.
is that good.
Where does it start? There's too much of an intro.
I just love their tinfoil hats.
Highly recommend checking them out. They know what they're talking about.
It's like what's the guy that said they turned the frogs a word?
Oh, that was Alex
Oh,
Jones,
Alex
wasn't
Jones,
it? He's
yes.
banned from a lot of things.
Yeah, what a legend.
Yeah. The Yeah, I don't really think that we should get too much into the political side of
No,
it.
no.
But I will say there's some very interesting things on YouTube that I've been watching lately that are quite comical. And just not necessarily that the subject matter's accurate per se. It's just entertaining. It's a narrative and it's hilarious. Check out Fleckus Talks.
I was listening to podcasts today while I was working too. Actually,
Is that
Have you heard of
right?
the Goons podcast?
Nope.
No, pretty funny. The Goons.
The Goons.
Yeah,
I know of a goon. Don't know about the Goons.
There's three of them sitting right here.
So yeah, I guess I
I guess
never
we are.
showed you the picture because that just reminded me about what we were talking about earlier about that picture that I was talking about that Mateo had sent, and I said that Ken looked like he was right into it. Wrong chat. Where is it?
Yeah, that's a good
Look
picture.
at Ken.
Looks like you just got back from Mexico or something.
Yeah, I don't know what the story was with that, but I wish I did. Yeah.
So,
That is a place that you go if you want a good show, is the mall. You're never going to be
you're never gonna be
disappointed.
disappointed there. So we got about 8 minutes left on our stream here. I know there's not a lot of people in here, but if you guys are questioning things or just bored, ask us a question.
We will answer the
Anything.
question.
Ask us a question about this. Ask a question about Jared's hat. Ask a question about Phil's shirt. Anything. Literally, we're up
Well,
for.
Mateo isn't here anymore, or else there would already be questions about my shirt, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. We got lots of questions from Mateo. Like, what planet did he come from?
Yes.
But-
Wherever the beans, they're allergic to them. That's where he came from.
We should start throwing beans at him.
Yeah, open the can and throw it at his
Yeah.
truck.
Then let's record him with baked bean juice.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to tell about something that happened at work yesterday. So we there's a trailer that we've got that's a pretty nice unit. It's sat for at least 10 years unused. It's got a pintle hitch on it, and it's 8 lug axles. So it's a pretty heavy duty piece, and it needed to be refurbished. It's got about 10 coats of paint on it. Surprisingly, the deck boards are actually still usable yet, but it's got a little ammo box up front like you'd expect, and it has bolted shut. So I'm like, we got to check this out. Open it up. It's got a little winch in there, like a 2,000-pound
like
winch.
a winch in a box.
Yeah, a winch in a box with a little garden battery in it. And it's a bobtail plug with an actual bobtail to 7-way converter. Like, we've been looking for one of those for... You can't just go in and buy those everywhere. Like, they're not that easy to find, really. So we look at it like it's been sitting there in the weather for 10 years. The chains that were in there had become one with the winch, that had become one with the box that was not even steel, it was tin. So that was interesting.
Tin rusting and becoming one. That's
Yeah, well, the whole
surprising.
thing, yeah.
Huh.
But then the battery, we went and bought a new one. But the winch itself doesn't have a controller. It's only got 2 wires going into it. How does that work? Do you hook it up backwards to make it go in, or what do you do? Because there's no control on the winch itself either.
That'd be pretty fun. Well, yeah, I mean, that would make sense because if you reverse the polarity, it's going to spin backwards.
Seems like a real pain
Yeah.
to do that every time, but whatever.
Well,
A cruise control winch, basically, you just leave it connected until it catches on
Well,
fire.
my dad has a quad, and every time you hit a bump, the quad's winch goes off. So you hit a bump and you hear ah, and it just keeps sucking the winch in. Every once in a while, you got to go the opposite way, otherwise it's going to keep pulling in.
Oh, yeah.
And it's done that since my grandpa's rolled it.
Yeah, I probably should look into that.
Well, it's not my quad. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it might be one day.
Well, when it is, I will be worried about it.
Yeah, but that trailer is going to be a great piece. I finally have an idea what they want for it, and it is not in my price range. They want to get it fixed. It's going to be worth about 8, they figure.
Don't just offer them 4 and you fix it.
Well, it's too late. It's already in the process of being refurbished. The paint stripping and the spraying has already happened. Hasn't been
Are
painted
they
yet.
doing all of that at the shop?
Yeah, it's all internal, and if it was a little cheaper, I'd really like it, but that's such overkill. It's got the same size tires my Jeep has. It's got 235/85s on it. That's a pretty decent sized tire for a trailer.
What did
But
they haul with that trailer?
I don't know what they needed a trailer that was 8 lug 1-ton axles for,
Yeah.
but and a pintle hitch nonetheless. We didn't even really have a pintle hitch at the beginning. We had to find one.
Yeah.
But they're tired of losing the hitch, so they're leaving it in the truck. I think that's going to be interesting when they
Yes.
get caught.
Yeah.
But
Actually,
yeah.
I was just thinking about that too. Since I had like that Clevis hitch receiver, is that an issue? Like I said, that's not a hitch, but it's got the Clevis in the hitch.
Technically, it's not allowed, but I don't think they're ever going to say
No one's
anything.
going to say anything about it.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought. I mean,
Thank you, Fisher, for sending us the Galaxy.
That's awesome.
That is
Right on.
awesome.
We appreciate it. How is your truck?
Yeah.
Is it-
But I think the biggest thing is, at least from my understanding, is when it protrudes beyond the bumper, it's a problem because it's the farthest point
Yeah.
outwards.
And if
someone
somebody
could hit.
rear ends you, then that's
Yeah.
gonna go straight in, right?
I had my hitch in one day because I was moving trailers around, and then I took it out because you're supposed to or whatever. I was in the drive-through and I got rear-ended by someone in a Chevy Cobalt. If only I had left it in, because they rear-ended me pretty hard. There's no way that there was no damage to them, but they just left. I think you were actually with me when that happened.
Yes, I was. I
And
was with.
they just left like nothing happened. I so badly wish the hitch was in. I would have just taken them for a ride if I hooked under the rad support.
That'd been funny.
Oh, man.
It was like my Tacoma. That, do you remember trying to pull that hitch out?
That
of
was
there?
scary. No pin, and it still wouldn't
Yeah,
come
we
out
were
yanking on it.
recovering
that.
people
Yeah.
with no hitch pin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
shouldn't have been doing that.
I've
No.
seen that happen before. Where I used to work, they had the hitch was stuck in there, and I was at the back with a sledgehammer and a pin or a drift, and I'm swinging as hard as I can underneath this pickup truck, and it's not moving. And we ended up just leaving it in there, and I'm sure it's still in there today.
Yeah.
I mean, I never gave it any heat. I never took the oxyacetylene to it. I probably could have got it out with that because it can't be stuck together if it's liquid.
Yeah,
You
but
might
then
need a new hitch
you need
anyway.
new hitch setup anyway.
I was never gonna tow anything like that. So
It's like your Tundra. It needs a new hitch setup too because
Yes.
of the missing hook. We don't know how crusty
My
it is.
hitch setup on my F350 is welded to the frame.
Oh, that's good.
That's
that was
great.
from Farmer Peckerhead that I bought the truck from years ago, and I've hated it since, and I think I'm gonna have to cut it off and fix it. Originally, I was gonna try and build things to go up onto the side of the frame rails, but there's no holes there that I would want to use because technically you're not supposed to drill holes in frames. You can, but you shouldn't.
Mhm.
But
The exhaust on the Lloyd wagon.
yeah, the exhaust on the Lodo wagon.
But so did you ever haul anything big with that truck?
I have
Or
not
not.
hauled anything big. The only thing I've ever hauled with that truck is that motorcycle, which you guys can't see on the camera.
Yeah.
I've hauled that back from Salmo. Other than that, I have not hauled anything with it because I'm frankly too scared to use that hitch on that truck. I have 2 other hitch setups here at my house that I've acquired over the years that I want to put on that truck, and I also want to put on my F-150 when I can, just for when I want to pull trailers, when the F-150 isn't blown up, which it is for now.
Speaking of hitch setups, I wish we would have seen when we were looking at vehicles. I found a 6.4 today in Vernon, King Ranch and everything. Nice truck. Yeah, they wanted like 32 for it.
No, yeah.
And he's like, never towed, never hauled. And I'm pretty sure it was a dually too. Didn't even have a hitch from the factory. What dually wouldn't have a hitch from the factory?
That's the whole point of buying
I'm
a
pretty
dually.
sure a lot of trucks get sold from factory without a hitch. You have to buy the trailer or the pull package
Yeah.
because we've
Yeah.
done that with the city, and it always has to be the pull package.
It's
that you
weird though,
buy.
finding a dually that doesn't have anything like that.
Yeah, you think a dually would automatically come with the pull
You
package?
think so? Yeah.
It would make sense for sure.
On that note, it's 10 o'clock, so that's it for us.
Yeah. Any quick all of a sudden questions right now? Give her, fly at her. I'm trying not to swear. Because we're gonna be done in
No.
Now.
T minus. If our camera woman can pay attention to the camera.
If you ever want to look back on these, they're going to be posted on YouTube the next day, and you can watch whatever you
And
want.
any other questions, like on our YouTube stuff, just leave us a comment in the YouTube videos or on our Instagram, just whatever, or on our TikTok, just comment on whatever.
Maybe even DM us.
Yeah.
We might answer.
We might answer.
Probably will answer because nobody DMs
I check
us.
the YouTube almost every day because I got nothing better to do in my life other than work and check YouTube. But yeah,
Okay, everybody. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
thank
we'll
you
catch
very
you later.
much.
2 weeks from now.
okay,
Ow.
we're done.